In a world where strangers are losing memories, these unlikely heroes will band together to find the truth and do some really awesome stuff. We are the Unfortunate Sons!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another session of TPK's Unfortunate Sons.
I didn't know.
What was that?
That was kind of scary.
What was that? Hey, everybody. Welcome back to our session. This is episode...
That was like the Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Great.
Baldur's
Baldur's
Great.
It was like the Baldur's Gate long rest sound. We're like... and then we're awake.
Thank you for joining us for this session.
Yes.
This is episode 12. If you would like more TPK news before... if you'd like more TPK news about when we are filming or when our sessions are posted, make sure to follow us on tpk.dnd or at tpkdnd podcast on Instagram and X. We should be posting every Sunday at 7 p.m. So make sure to check us out on Sundays or literally whenever you want during the week, because we only, we don't have a lot of viewers. But a couple things. Our theme song, and I know we've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, but you guys should go listen to our theme song.
Listen to it.
Because we have a theme song, and it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube Music, it's on everywhere. Just look up Unfortunate Sons. Right? It's just Unfortunate Sons.
Yeah, it's just
With a
Unfortunate
Is
U,
it
Sons.
yeah.
name, or is it Unfortunate Sons?
It's just Unfortunate Sons.
Okay, so just look up Unfortunate
But
Sons.
if you're trying to look for it, understand that we have two separate accounts.
Yes.
One is TPK with just the song in it, and one is TPK with our podcast in
Yes.
it. We could not get them synced.
That's okay.
But that's okay. So if you find the podcast, that's where our podcast is. And the
There's a
music.
link to the music page in the podcast bio,
is
and
true.
a link to the podcast page in the music bio. So
That's true. So
Very
make sure to
nice.
just check out either one of those. But go listen to that. Trey, he crafted that whole thing, and so we're very proud of him. A couple things. I use a lot of uncopyrighted music because I'm streaming, and one organization I use is a thing called Pocket Bard. I use this for a lot of soundboards and stuff, and use this for generally all of my music. Now, this isn't sponsored, but we just want to be nice and give them a shout out for anybody who wants to go stream. Please use Pocket Bard when streaming like D&D content because they're amazing. So yeah, go check them out on your app store or wherever. All right. All right. So, anybody else got anything else to say?
Share the stream with your friends.
Share it.
And family.
I know I have.
Let's expand this. Wait, pause. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Explain yourself.
Who'd you share it with?
Who are you sharing our stream with?
Fire. The city is shining right now.
But for real though, just whenever you can, mention like, hey, there's a really good D&D podcast I've been listening to.
Force them to listen to
And
it.
pin them down, cuff them to a chair if you need
Time out.
to.
Only the prison episodes.
And who likes to listen to music in their car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
listen?
so right.
Yeah.
You're so right.
So lame.
It's
so
so
like
lame.
yesterday.
See, but we have music and a cool story.
Yeah.
Like you get to see 4, nerdy middle-aged. Well,
We're not
not
middle-aged.
Hey.
I think
Young adult.
You're.
How would he be middle-aged?
What?
He's halfway there.
But yeah, share. Please share. If you like us,
No copyright.
if you like us,
Audio jungle.
it's a cover. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's a parody.
Yeah, it's a parody. It's a parody.
Parody's nuts.
But yeah, go share us, please, because we'd love for people to enjoy our podcast. Because we're trying something here.
This one does not look like a shark.
Eat it.
Do it.
Oh.
Why are you so sensual?
All right. Anybody else got anything? Is that all?
I think I'm good.
So
I'm cooking.
let I'm cooking.
That's good, bro.
So let us begin this session of TPK's Unfortunate Sons.
So scary.
I don't like this game, Grandpa.
Let's do that, man.
Don't worry, I've rolled for a new character already.
Nice.
I need all 3 of you to roll.
Whoa, no.
I don't even have my dice.
So
That'd be helpful.
I need you all to
Oh, am I?
I'm like dead right now though.
Yeah. Dead? No. Seizing?
Okay,
Yes.
first I need you all to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh gosh.
Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go.
Yikers!
That sounds like a guy who's
Hey,
having
I'm
seizures.
kind of slumped right now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, a little sleepy.
Pal, you're dead.
You're gone.
I'm cooked, y'all.
You're no more.
I might be dead.
That's what we just said.
I've only got like 35 HP.
You only have 35 HP?
You only have
Sorcerer.
35 HP.
I only have 28.
I'm a sorcerer.
You got 28?
I have 28.
You only have 28?
You only have 28! Cameron's like, oh!
Oh,
This encounter's gonna be bad! Don't
but
worry.
I think I have a higher AC than all of you.
What's your
I
AC?
have, I have
that's
16.
16?
But
Just
just roll.
when you're like,
I mean, I
way
got a
up.
15. Blade up.
You said a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Does this count as a trap that can be seen?
It's not a trap. It's the ceiling collapsing on.
What defines
I think he can see
not-
the ceiling
It's
falling.
not a. What is
I
your
see that.
what is your thing?
Talking about his advantage on dex
Oh,
saves.
what do you have?
Huh?
You have advantage on dex saves when it
Where?
comes to like traps and stuff.
Oh my gosh!
Are you sure?
But
Please, Lynch.
look it up. Look at the barbarian thing.
What? Oh, danger sense. Yes, actually, you may be right there. You know what? You may be right there.
Read it out.
Let me take a little gander.
Man, trust the guy that reads the PHP in his.
I know. Somebody see. This is what's good about actually having somebody who reads the book.
Oh no! We're too late. It's funnier every time.
Oh, that's a full bar. That's crazy. It's so funny.
That was a recreation of Biggie Cheese in the Bronx. Soundboard.
Yeah, I have advantage on dexterity saving throws. Against
what?
effects, I can see such as traps and spells.
I would say the ceiling collapsing is an effect that can be seen.
Can I see this?
But it isn't a trap or spell.
Can I see?
Oh, it says such as.
It's examples.
such as. So it's
It's
yes.
examples.
Yes.
So wait. Let me look this up.
It is not linear. It is not a linear definition.
What is the thing called danger sense?
Yes.
Ooh, that was nice. Oh yeah. I got you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's stop that.
Sorry, we're playing with our legs.
Maybe you shouldn't say we're playing with our legs.
Just playing with my leg right now.
My bad, guys. Oh.
So I would consider this because it says traps, spells, and surfaces as long as you aren't blinded or incapacitated.
Let's go.
So my only obligation is you have to remember to tell me that.
Yeah.
Because I will not tell you.
I have danger sense.
So everybody roll.
He won't remember.
So it's
Can I roll again if I roll?
It's
But you roll.
So either it's an 8 or
Think of that dice. That dice doesn't count.
Much better.
We win.
We like these.
What?
Is that a 19?
That's a D10.
That doesn't count. Don't worry. Okay. What did
I had a 14.
I had a 21.
Oh, gents, it's been really fun.
Yeah, it's been a
Good game. Good game.
Great game, everyone.
Good game. We'll see y'all in the next one.
He doesn't deserve one. Take it back.
Don't touch his hand.
I rolled pretty badly. So
Yay, let's go. I only take 36 points of damage.
Precisely.
What did I do?
I rolled like very poorly. So
I believe it.
Actually, if it is more than half your HP, you go down.
so now I need all of you to roll again.
Dexterity?
Another dexterity saving.
Just in general?
Just
I'm gonna use the original dice again.
Where's my wolf dice?
Nat 20!
Really? Woohoo! Good
So
job.
23.
it's not. You don't add anything.
All right. Well, just shoot him down
14.
like that. Oh, there it is.
1-4, baby. 1-4.
Dos. This is for how many pieces of rubble get crushed on your skull. I just rolled 20.
How many bones are broken?
Hey man, we got
I'm
two
actually going to
of
open
six.
your mouth and just eat them.
Where's the bag of holding when you need it?
Okay.
The pocket.
So you all, because I rolled very poorly. You Zachary you two take 9 damage, 9 bludgeoning damage. You take out. I'm
Let's
telling you, I
go.
rolled very poorly.
Do we round down or
very
up?
badly?
Is it round? It's round up,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's round up.
Against enemies.
Round down.
Yeah.
Is it round down?
It's round down against enemies. If it's for yourself, it's round
That
up.
wall. Is
It's round down unless otherwise stated round up.
Okay.
Oh.
Round down. I got you.
You were trying to play a dangerous game.
I thought it was healing is round up and everything else is round down.
No, pretty much everything's round down.
But if it specifically states, then
Yeah.
it's round up.
What am I doing?
That rule took me so long to remember. Because I was like, why? Chad, are we cooked?
Get a little sneak peek there.
What a power chord that is.
Subtle
Yeah.
subtle
It's such a
foreshadowing.
heavy one.
I didn't know how loud it was.
Is this an inappropriate time to ask Google for a fart?
Yes. That's on stream, pal. I want you to, like
Yeah,
you're
I know.
on the record saying that.
I need a little pick me up.
Just a little quick fart.
Just real quick. Oh no, bro.
Take off your skin. Take off.
Elijah.
Let's use.
Get up. Your eyes come open as you are laying in what appears to be dust, rubble, and all sorts of broken bricks and broken stone everywhere. You cough, dust in your lungs, choking you almost a little bit. You begin to push through the bricks, coming up into the surface. You were more towards the surface of the bricks. You weren't incapacitated by them. And as you look around you, you see what appears to be ash falling almost like snow. Your ears are ringing and you can't hear anything. Looking around, you see the destruction in front of you as the entire prison has collapsed. Looking around, the sky is clouded. What was once a beautiful blue sky is only gray. You feel the ground shake beneath you, and your hearing begins to come back. You hear distant screams, very far away screams. And then you look up to the sky to see a tower beginning to form. It was already there, but the mist begins to clear of the dust and rubble around you. And you see a golden line shoot out towards the sky. As you see what appears to be gold streaks of light shining in the clouds. And then a strike of purple out of nowhere. You're able to push through the bricks. You're somewhat underground right now because the prison was somewhat underground. But the entire prison has almost collapsed. There's a little bit of a building on ahead of you. But you're still kind of in the underground portion. It's like almost like a U-shaped.
Do I, can I remember kind of where I last saw Therio and Reginald?
Yes.
I'm gonna, start running over there screaming, Theus! Theus! Reginald! Theus! And he's gonna start digging through rubble where he thinks he remembers them being, and...
Make an investigation.
3.
Dead 3. As you begin looking through the rubble, pushing through, you think you find them. And as you grab hold of a hand, you begin to pull them out as it's a guard. And you drop them instinctively as they have blood all over their face and their eyes are open, dead. You're unable to find them.
Okay, well... Small panic attack. He just saw a dead body. He's kind of just... but he's also still trying to really just figure out what the heck just happened. So he's probably just gonna, be looking around frantically, just trying to get any sign of anything.
What'd y'all roll?
14.
Okay. Reginald. The clouded darkness that was destroying your mind only moments ago, or what felt like moments ago, begins to go away. And you wake up. And you start to see your body glowing bright gold begins to dim again. Back to your normal gray that you had. But you're under bricks and rubble all around you, almost closing in on your lungs. A very familiar presence to what you experience in Chakradai.
Reginald's going to try and
Push his way out and trying to get some sort of grounding on where he's at right now.
Okay,
because he has no idea.
make a strength throw. You can do athletics if you want, if you have any.
It's a -1.
Strength is -1.
9.
It's okay, my intelligence is -2.
You're unable to really pull yourself. You feel your wings are still out. And then with a moment as you're trying to pull yourself, you feel you sprain them a little bit, and then they instinctively retract back into your shoulders. Or back into your, wherever your wings come out, not your shoulders.
Between the shoulder blades.
What do your wings look like? Do they look like physical wings?
They're like
Or are they like
these
spectral?
kind of in between, where it's a like physical, almost looking eagle wings, but they're golden, like that kind of white gold color, illuminated, almost with an ethereal kind of see-through type thing.
As they retract back in, but you're unable to really push through. You can push a couple of bricks and stone out of your face, but then a couple more fall onto you.
As he sits there in silence after that.
Theory. You also wake up. You're still scratched up, but not as hurt as the rest of them. You were able to kind of guard your head and guard yourself. But you are collapsed in a couple of rubble. Make a perception throw.
This feels familiar. No, not good. That's a 5.
What happened to your good die?
Never mind. You don't really.
This last
You're
session.
really unable to see anything where you're at right now, as you're just covered in darkness, covered in stone and rock everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm just pinned down.
Pretty much. It was a way to protect yourself and protect you from getting hurt.
Now I'm just stuck. I'll try to move as much as I can just to lift the weight off of my back. How much am I able to try and push it off?
Make an athletics.
It's a natural one.
You're really in the position you're at right now, since it's so balled up, you can't really push through anything.
Can't get any leverage.
And you're kind of stuck right now.
Help! Anyone!
Elijah, make a perception throw.
12.
You're slightly able to hear somebody screaming help.
I'm just gonna go to wherever I think I may have been able to hear the noise, running frantically and like trying to push over big rocks on the way, just trying to see.
Roll an investigation throw.
You should have studied.
12. Again.
Pushing through where you heard the sound, kind of throwing rocks, throwing stuff. You see what appears to be a pair of feet. As you continue to throw rocks, pushing, scraping away, you don't see your compatriots. But you do see what appears to be egos laying in the rubble. But he's breathing. But he's very scratched up. And this is the first time you have seen a Sharakai since you were kidnapped. You haven't met egos. You briefly, like tiny bit, saw him when they were rushing with Reginald. But, you know, it was a stressful moment. This is the only time you've actually locked eyes with them, which they're unconscious right now. But they're just laying in the rubble.
Why? Is this real? He's gonna try and, seeing he's breathing, just kind of like prop him up on some rubble, like trying to just maybe do like a quick glance over, like a quick little major bleeding spots kind of look out for, try and patch a little bit. He's not super medically talented at all, but just to try a little
Okay. Just roll medicine. Really quick.
something like that. 7.
Do you see some spots? You're stressed right now. You see some definitely. You definitely see some spots where he's bleeding. He's bleeding a lot of places. And you kind of take your shirt or your jumpsuit, whatever, and try to pat it down, try to stop the bleeding. But you also don't know what you're doing, and you're also stressed as you're like trying to do this right now.
Hey, can you hear me? Hey, are you okay? Hey, listen, are you? Hey, and he's just gonna keep trying to do that until.
Okay. Just because you did the medicine check, you rolled. He's very unresponsive right now. Still passed out. The bun in his hair has come out, and his hair is like flowing down his back, and it's very black. And then on the tips of it is this like white silver. His glove is still attached to his hand or his left hand, and everything. But you can't keep trying to wake him up, Reginald.
He's gonna try and squeeze his way out one more time.
With another athletics.
I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Okay.
Is that? That's not.
That's a 16.
Is that not a guidance thing? Is that an 8?
That's a D4. It's like a fancy D4.
It's fancy looking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that is a 16.
You don't want to use guidance.
I'm gonna hold on to it just for a second.
Okay. Pushing through, trying to get yourself out, you are able to reach the surface, but your lower half is still there. As you keep trying to pull yourself out, finally being able to catch your breath, you see that same ash-colored snow, or snow-like ash through the sky, and this dust and clouds and destruction above. As you begin pulling yourself out, Elijah, you do see Reginald kind of behind you. And you see Reginald begin to poke his head out of the rubble.
The second I see him, I'm going to sprint over to him and stop doing whatever I was doing with egos. And try and help him up. Reginald! And start trying to get as many rocks out from under him as he can to try and help him up.
Roll athletics. See, roll athletics.
14.
You are able to push him through and kind of pull him up as he's also trying to get through. Almost like swimming through a sea of like just rocks and stone everywhere. As you are able to get to the surface completely covered in dust. Your skin is already gray, but even the jumpsuit that you had on has been completely turned to just dust and stone right now. As it's all kind of ripped up too. Yours being ripped up as well.
He just kind of stands there after being helped out, just silent and kind of almost very awkwardly, like he doesn't know how to process right now. As he's just kind of standing there, slightly hunched, kind of arms just kind of droop down to the side, as he's just kind of staring at the ground, just trying to catch his breath.
Reginald. We have to find Theus.
Then all of a sudden, you two hear a slight "Help! Help me!" from a little ways away. Or not a little ways away, still close by you, but kind of in the rubble a little bit.
I'm gonna just kind of give him once over and like hold him. Just do like a, are you okay? Are you okay?
He kind of just grabs his hand and just kind of very sheepishly unsure. He just kind of nods his head,
Okay.
just with still looking at the ground.
Okay.
And-
If you need to take a second, I'm gonna go see who that was, and he's gonna start.
As he grabbed his hand, give him guidance.
Okay. So roll investigation.
I'm gonna use that guidance.
Do you roll that or does he roll that?
He rolls that.
Oh yeah. 9.
Okay. Trying to push through the rubble and everything, you're unable to find where the voice is. The voice still screaming for help. Or not scream, like trying to scream. Under the rubble, you're unable to really locate where they're at. Therio, what do you wish to do? You begin slightly hearing this talk above you.
And then I'll rage and kind of flurl out. And we'll try once again. And as I was just gonna, and I'll try and just try to lift myself up or just try to break out of the rubble. So what did you say? It was just an athletics?
Yeah.
So this will be with advantage with raging.
No, it won't.
Can't believe you said that. Crazy.
Where's your other dice tray?
Rule of cool.
Look, man, that is a 20 right there. So
20?
Oh.
yeah, it was a 15.
Raging, you two hear this guttural scream from the rocks and the rubble, kind of towards the right a little bit, as all of a sudden you see this burst of stone out of nowhere as Therio comes bursting out, angry, crawling himself like an animal, almost. As he's crawling out of the stone tomb that he was just in. As he's now out. The same kind of look as Reginald, having that dust and grayness everywhere, all over his body.
Is he like close to me? Like,
Yeah.
could I tell he
Y'all-
was the voice that?
Yeah. Y'all are all within like around 30 feet. Like
Okay.
y'all are pretty close together, close enough where you could hear and see. I mean, he screamed pretty loudly. So yeah, you do see
Okay,
him.
I'm gonna run over to him and give him a good old Thais!
I'm okay.
Are you sure? So I grab his shoulder and just like,
I'm okay.
okay,
Where is...
he's over there. He's still out of it.
Get him. I want to look around for who's with us. Where's Egos? Egos, where is he?
I found somebody. I don't know if that's who.
Okay, let's look around for who we were with and take them up to where they're safe. Okay, and I'll look around. Or yeah, where was the other guy you found?
That away. Okay. I point to where I had him. I left him propped up.
So you do start hearing the help me.
Okay, I'll go there. Since Egos is, he was pretty close, right?
Yeah.
To where he saw him.
Egos is right by you.
Okay, so he's close. Okay, he's right.
Egos was you picked up Egos, like almost right next to where he burst out.
Okay,
of the stone.
Got you. Okay.
Then I'll just be like,
Oh, okay, cool. I'll look for where the yelping is coming from.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
Go for a whole reliable investigation plus 17.
17.
Yes.
You are able to push through as you see it. Oh, help me! as you throwing rocks after rocks, you're able to see what appears to be the face of Orm. As you begin pushing rocks away, pulling him up, you start hearing him, as you pull him out of the stone and rock. His arm is bent backwards. Completely. And it's almost like you can see how purple it is. Orm has
mangled and stuff.
Yeah, Orm has more of like grayish green skin.
That's right, he's an orc.
Yeah, and you see he's like a full orc too, but he's very skinny. Or he's not very skinny. He is skinny.
Yeah.
But you can see it's very purple as it's broken basically to pieces.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll grab him and say, "You're all right." Just, and I'll just hold him. And okay, get Egos. We gotta find a way up to the top.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Egos, or I'll try to pick up Egos rather.
Just roll a general. You're fine. You're raging.
Yeah.
I won't count that. Just you roll a general like athletics check.
7.
7. You are struggling to hold him. You're trying to. You did get hurt. You're very much bruised, and you're trying to pick him up, but you're failing. There's a level of exhaustion on you as you're trying to hold him. As you almost drag him kind of through the stone.
I'm probably gonna drag him over to Reginald.
Yeah.
And just hit him with a... Reginald, I don't know who this man is. Can you help him? He seems to be unresponsive.
Looking down and seeing that his Egos, you kind of just gonna... He barely squats down. He kind of more so just kind of crumbles to his knees. And he's just going to kind of gingerly reach out and just kind of hold him on the shoulder of the good arm. And I'm just going to cast Cure Wounds.
Ooh, there's a little stabilization going.
Yeah.
Alright.
6.
Nice. That's okay.
That's still good. You feel as you put your arm, or you put your hand on his shoulder, there's almost a strain within you as you try to get your magic out. You, Elijah, see this flickering of gold magic going in and out, like flickering a bit. And then all of a sudden it goes through Egos' body. As he's looking around, not saying anything, he is mute. For those of you who forgot, as he's looking around, kind of scared, definitely scared, as he's pushing through the stone.
Hey, you're all right. Are you okay?
As he starts backing away, as he's stumbling through the stone and rock as soon as he sees you. You see him almost begin to fall in the stone, like backing farther away down what appears to be the hole. Roll an insight for both of you who are next to Egos.
Natural 1.
Dang.
6.
Okay. Well, he's definitely scared. You do get that. He's definitely scared, but it's hard to determine in all the chaos right now why he's really scared. But you just see him keep backing away as his breathing. You see him.
He's kind of just... Reginald just kind of holds his hand out. Doesn't say anything. He just kind of meets Egos' gaze and just kind of...
Roll a persuasion.
15.
sitting there as you put your hand out, as he's trying to back away from both of you, as his breathing is still rapid, as he keeps, you see this general terrifying look on his face. He sees your hand is out. As he slows down a little bit. And then he puts up his gloved hand. It's gloved. And grabs hold of your hand. As his breathing slows a little bit, but he is still scared.
Crazy question. In the rubble around me, is there any copper wire in the rubble around?
Roll an investigation.
Let me give myself guidance. Okay, so I'm gonna add guidance to it. Investigation 17.
As you begin, after calming Egos down, you kind of let him go and your mind goes to a different place. As you begin looking through the rubble, Therio has, what's his name? Orem, as he's like trying to make his way out. Elijah's still standing there with you, Reginald, as you begin digging through the stone. You two kind of notice this. Or you definitely notice this, but you do notice this as well.
Is there anything I can do to help?
As you keep digging through.
Just locked in.
Keep digging through, almost mindlessly. You see something shine a little bit. Pulling it out, you do find a tiny sliver of what appears to be copper wire.
That was on point.
Kind of takes the little sliver of wire as he kind of wraps it around his finger and kind of looks to Egos and points. I'm going to cast message.
Okay, well, say specifically how message works.
You point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. The target, and only the target, hears the message. It can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast the spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood blocks the spell. The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line and can travel freely around corners or through openings. I read that a gazillion times, making sure we didn't have to understand a common language.
Yeah, it doesn't really say anything about specifications.
Yeah.
No.
So this was a message?
So what do you want to say?
So it kind of points. It points with the right hand as he wrapped the copper wire around his finger, and with the other hand, he kind of just doing the same gestures before, kind of trying to tell him it's okay. As he kind of whispers under his breath that only Egos and himself can hear. It is okay.
You see him, like, as soon as that goes through his head, he immediately grabs both sides and kind of squints and kind of shakes his head a little bit.
He kind of taps his chest, kind of signaling like, it's just me.
You see him kind of let go of his hands a little bit.
We are okay. We need to leave.
And they can respond.
Yes.
As you hear that whisper into your head, not understanding what language it is.
At that point, he just kind of drops the spell as he kind of peels the wire off and kind of pockets it. As he kind of just collects his breath before looking around to see if there's anyone else he can see in the rubble.
That you can see, make a perception or investigation if you'd rather.
Perception. Okay, we're not using that one. It's not want to come out of the holder, so it's a sign.
Classic.
5.
Immediate.
You do see somebody. And do you try to go over to them?
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
you all die immediately.
He kind of stumbles over as he just kind of falls to the ground trying to get into the rubble.
Stumbling, falling, trying to get through the rubble, you see what appears to be a bloodied hand reaching out. And then all of a sudden it falls limp onto the stone.
At this point, he's freaking out. And he's just going to try, with his -1 strength, it's just going to kind of, no, please, no. It's kind of just starts pulling at the rock.
Okay, make an athletics.
17.
You are able to push through, push through the rocks, and pull out this very limp body as you see their eyes are completely open and faded. As you see their face is completely bloodied, bruised, and disfigured, and their body has almost been collapsed by the stone embrace. Some sort of prisoner, as they're just laying there as you kind of pull them out.
I'm going to try and reach for a pulse.
Make a medicine check.
$17.
There is no pulse. They are dead. And then all of a sudden, you see. As you look up above you at the sky, within what appears, all three of you can see this. As you see up at the sky, with the mist and clouds and the smoke that is up above, you see this purple, almost looks like it's a cloud. Over this, what appears to be golden outline, blazing for a couple seconds, and then disappearing. You see from that tower you saw before another shoot of golden energy, and then a blue energy, and then what appears to be green energy coming from the tower, shooting up towards the sky.
When you say the cloud is blazing, like it's just erupting with like energy, or is it like actually like a blaze, like fire?
Roll Arcana or Nature check.
We'll say Arcana, just for funsies. 8.
You're unsure.
Understandable. I look back, having Orem still in my hands. I look back and see both of them and Egos. And I just shout, "We have to leave now!" So is there I know there was the entrance, or the tunnel where the entrance was to the prison, but is there any, like,
So
way out now?
the how I described it to Elijah, the entire, because the prison was basically kind of underground. The entire prison ceiling, walls, dirt, everything collapsed in, and it's basically almost a U shape going up to the surface.
Okay.
You don't see the door, the area where the magical door, secret doorway where all those prisoners and guards went. It's been covered completely by stone and rubble, so you don't know if they made it. You don't know if they're in there or if that's destroyed too. You do see a couple buildings ahead of you that appears to be a part of the prison, because you know the prison was pretty huge. And like I said, you do see that tower. That tower is the tower you saw when y'all came into the prison. That's attached to the prison as well. That's the tower I've been describing. But it's kind of in a U shape where all the rubble has built up, leading up almost to the surface. You'll have to climb a little bit.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I was about to ask how high it was.
Yeah.
The climb would be
Like a few stories?
not a few stories. From where you're at right now, since there was so much rubble that fell on you, which is why I was surprised I rolled so low. Because it was
He's mad about that one.
Because it was a lot of rubble. I could have made you hurt. But
Left us all with
I was
1
gonna-
HP.
It has built up where the climb upwards, it's like climbing on rubble, like pushing yourself through like a hill, an upwards hill. It'd be about from where y'all at right now, the climb that you would have to roll for would be about 15, 20 feet.
Okay. And is it like, I know you said it's kind of like going upwards, but is it like it's going in an incline, or is it like a steady kind of angle?
It's like a U shape. Like
Yeah.
it,
But does it get steeper as we go on?
a little bit.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna keep on going after telling them we gotta make it out, and then I'll just trying to hold. I try to put a Orem kind of on my shoulder, and then I'll like kind of crawling my way as it kind of does get a little steeper.
So you roll. You can roll athletics, or you could roll acrobatics check, whichever one you prefer. I'll give you the choice, because this is kind of like, you know, you can be dexterous in this aspect.
So, rage only lasts for a minute.
It's past a minute right
Gotcha.
now.
We're good. So we'll do athletics. Yeah, fine. Alright. So, that's 12.
12.
Yep.
That is still good. You're struggling a tad bit, but you're able to pretty much start making your way. It takes a little while to get yourself to the surface. What are you two doing?
I'm gonna walk over to him while he's still at the body, and just kind of put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "Friend, we can mourn the loss later. We need to leave, Reginald. Please, come with me." I'm gonna grab his wrist and kind of start tugging at him.
He kind of stops himself. As he reaches forward, kind of, no, it doesn't technically work. But as he kind of shuts the eyes of the deceased. How many more people have to die?
I don't know, but we have to leave.
He kind of just stands up, kind of stumbles back, catches himself. He takes one last look as he begins walking that direction.
As you begin walking, you still see Egos kind of sitting in the rubble, looking around him.
As you, Egos.
He kind of, he does acknowledge it. He looks.
You have to come with us.
Roll another persuasion.
That eye roll said it all.
I was trying to do mental math.
Right.
Also,
So, as you say that, almost instinctively, you kind of reach out your hand like you did before.
Mm-hmm.
And as he looks to you, you saying his name, you still see that he doesn't know what you're saying. But he does see your hand as he kind of stumbles off and kind of grabs hold of it as well as he begins to follow you.
Which kind of lead him up to where Etherio is climbing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna follow behind them, make sure that.
Make a insight check.
Eight.
Scratch that.
So y'all roll either athletics or acrobatics check, whichever one you prefer.
Have you already started climbing yet?
Yeah, he's already to the top.
Oh,
He's already.
Oh, I'm already to the top.
Yes, you left him.
Bet.
could you help Egos? It's kind of
Holding in my hands.
yells that.
Okay, is he gonna hurt again? And then I put him down. And...
Oh!
Okay.
15.
15. Nice.
And I'll like kind of skirt down
Okay.
and get to where Egos is. Eventually.
Kind of as I'm holding, I kind of motion for Theus to stop. As I'm kind of holding Egos' hand, and I kind of gesture my hand over to Theus.
Yeah.
As I kind of try and lead him into his arms.
He does. He sees what you're doing, and he takes Therio's arm, like his wrist, kind of.
Yep.
And then I'll smack a guy.
Is he? Did you say he was injured in any way?
He's beat up where he had to be, but he was magically healed. So
Okay.
you know it does a number to be magically healed.
As I see him climbing back up, I'm gonna extend my arm to try and help him up. Wherever we are.
Which one?
Either anybody, whoever's climbing up.
Work.
To him.
Just whoever I
Just
see
adding
starting to climb up. So probably him. Yeah.
Add some aid to people climbing.
So you can roll you can roll athletics or acrobatics with advantage. What did you roll?
I'm gonna summon my wings, and I'm gonna fly up to the top.
It's only about 15 feet.
Yeah, I don't trust myself.
Okay.
He's not gonna climb that.
It's a 16
Okay.
for athletics.
You're able to get up, pull up, and then you two get up to the surface, and I'm gonna stop. Reginald, you see this as you're looking up, watching the rest of them kind of climb up first, and then as you pull out your wings, you begin to fly in the air. It feels unnatural, like something's wrong with you. You feel an ache in your wings unlike you've ever felt before. and there's this heaviness on your heart. And as you fly up to the surface, you three, you still in the air, see fire all throughout the city. Purple fire. Burning buildings, burning the ground as you hear people scream. And that's where we're going to take a break real quick.
Woohoo!
We're going to take a quick break, and then we will be back in just a minute.
Bye-bye.
And we are back from our break.
Yeah.
So, you three, or actually you five, as you have Orem and Egos both with you. Now on the ground, seeing the destruction in front of you. That wall that once was there around the prison has been completely destroyed as you start hearing distant screams in the background. What do you do?
Okay. I pick up. Well, is he, what's his name? How's Orem doing? Is he still on the ground?
Yeah, he's still moving.
Definitely not moving.
Oh! It's his arm. I mean, his legs don't look or broken or anything, but his arm is definitely
Arm is definitely
broken to
messed up.
shreds.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll kind of seeing him on the ground. I say, "Can you stand?" Wait, roll. Can I stand?
As he kind of sits himself up.
I'll try helping him up if he does.
Yeah, I can stand.
Okay. We gotta get out of here.
I'm gonna survey the rubble from the prison and just see if I see any more movement. If I can see like, let's say I see some equipment that might have belonged to some unfortunate son sticking out of the ground that I might have just been able to pick up.
Roll perception.
She didn't take all of it.
I thought you were.
She went to the valuable stuff, which was all of it.
Which was all.
You said what?
Perception.
9.
9. You're unable to see any movement, anybody moving, especially from the surface you're up on, because you're more, like you're on the surface now. You're not down in the U shape, and on the surface you can't see any. You see movement out in the distance.
Yeah.
But nothing like right next to you. No equipment, especially no like loose swords, stuff like that.
So we haven't been. We weren't in Strawberry we weren't there for long, but
Y'all been in Strawberry for a week and a half.
besides being in the prison.
2 weeks actually, I think.
But how can we tell where we are in Strawberry?
Roll a history check.
That's probably not the best one for me. It's plus one.
5.
Yes.
Shot.
You do not know where you are.
Okay. Well,
You don't really remember. You weren't paying that close attention to when y'all were going through
yes.
on the carriage. So
Okay. So we're in Strawberry. It's about all I know.
Okay.
You said there was somebody shooting from a tower that's connected to the prison. So it's like, okay.
Is it like is like a guard tower? Like there's like stairs from it that we can see, or is it like
not stairs on the outside.
Okay.
It's a tower.
Yeah.
Elijah is like mad dogging Egos the whole time. Like he's enamored. He's very
Ooh, an arrow.
Mad dogging
stunned.
how?
Like
angrily?
no, not angrily,
Or
but
just
like
stunned.
curiously, like stunned.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Roll perception actually.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh man.
that's
Where's the skibbity
22.
toilet, man?
As you are looking at Egos. Oh, our little man's over here, right?
That's
Well,
why
skibbity
we're
toilet.
rolling bad.
We'll get him.
19,
We'll
so-
get him after the next break.
Okay.
As you're staring at Egos, kind of like, this is one of the first, other than that people that kidnapped you, this is one of the first Shroud that you've seen, other than like those people and your brother. You're staring at him, kind of looking him up and down, examining him. You see he's very scared. He's still very tense. He's holding on. He went from Therio, he went back to Reginald, holding on to Reginald again. And you notice his face and his neck all the way down to his arm are in this black, almost burned blackness. You see on his eye, it's completely black with a retina that is red. His other eye is, normal and it's pale blue. And the entire right half of his head is like singe burned. And all of his hair kind of falls, now that it's down, it kind of falls over his hair, like almost like or over his burned half. But when he sways, you can see how it's open right there. As he's looking around, because it was a 22, you notice something. Right here, on the back of his head, you see a very familiar symbol of what appears to be that flame. You know what I'm talking about.
Interesting.
What were you gonna do?
Is the golden thing around us, is that like a barrier that's going over just the prison, or is it like the whole town?
Mark, make an Arcana check.
Ooh. Good. 18.
18? Okay. Getting your senses back and kind of looking up at the sky, you do notice that it's going over the town, not the prison.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very different than the barrier that is over the country.
Yeah.
This is definitely some sort of protection spell. It's you can see arcane runes all throughout the barrier, signals or sigils, and runes all scattered all around it, as the gold kind of goes from blue and then green and then gold again, like an array of colors. But it is definitely around the town. And kind of looking still, you do see that that beam that was once before like a sheet of a beam is now a constant 3 streams coming from the tower of a golden, blue, and green stream.
That made my neurons activate.
What, this?
See? Damn it.
Can we slip away
Still away from what?
from everything?
I mean, I would like to. I don't.
If we run, do you reckon they'll notice?
I don't
They
think
won't
there's
notice
anyone-
anything.
I don't think there's anyone left to notice.
We just have to get as far as.
You feel the ground underneath you kind of shake as you look back up to the sky once more, where the sound's coming from, and you see that almost cloud of purple around you, unable to still tell what it is.
What happened?
They were in my head.
Who?
I don't know.
We can figure that out later. We just need to. We need to get away. We need to get to safety. Get them to safety at least.
I'm gonna.
We're in the poor area.
Okay. So,
We need to head inward to town.
okay, which way?
As they're explaining all this, I'm gonna kind of look over at Orem and be like, "Hey, are you okay?" Like, just do a quick little glance. Like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt?"
I'm not okay. As you do see, his arm is like bent back. I can't do it.
It's like what?
It's like completely.
Here, let's do
Yeah.
little method act.
Okay, obviously, sorry. Are there any other big issues with you?
No.
Other.
Not right now.
Okay.
Not
And
right now.
immediately he's right back walking on Egos, but this time it's much more of a sullen, maybe a little anger in their look.
Like a curious aggression.
A genuine mad dog, like
Yeah.
he's locked in kind of thing.
On egos.
On Egos.
Well, let's just whichever way to get further in. Which?
Where is the front of the prison? Like, is there like a gate or something?
Yes, you do see. Make a perception, actually.
Guidance. Yeah, I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and do that anyway. 16.
16.
Nice.
I'm playing around this session. Guidance.
You do look. You do see the front half of the prison is intact, especially where the tower is. A lot of the prison is still intact. As you begin looking out, you see what appears to be people running out of the prison, out of the prison doors. The gate that surrounds you, that was surrounding, there was like a big wall surrounding the entire prison. The entire prison building has been completely destroyed on the back end. So where you're at was the back end of the prison.
Okay.
But the front area still has that walled up gate.
Okay. And the area that's been blown out, where does that lead to? Like, can I look and see, like, it's an archway leading into whatever?
Repeat what you said.
If you said a section of the wall and towards the back where it has been blown out,
Yeah.
so where is that leading to? Like outside the prison
leading
walls?
to the what appears to be some sort of like a wooden structure. Make a history. Well, you know where you are. You just said it. The poor neighborhoods, the wooden structures, wooden buildings, kind of stuff like that. You see a couple of those buildings are burning a little bit, but it's definitely not as destructive as what you see off in the distance towards the center of town. But this is more so towards the poor areas. But there is like a lot of rubble blocking because of the destruction of the prison walls and the destruction of like this part of the prison.
Okay.
Probably just need to find a way out the front.
It's blocked off with rubble.
Okay. We'll just go around it until we get to it. No, I'll just make my way, as where we can, around the prison.
So, Furio kind of leading the way, making his way around the prison.
What was that?
Making his way around the prison, you still see that explosion, that like burning, that like that of just destruction all around you. You try and push your way through the rubble continually, kind of finding the broken pieces of the wall and kind of climbing out of it. All of you make a perception throw.
19.
13.
15.
19. You see, as you come over the wall, a hand grab your arm, close. And as you turn, you see a hand going like this, of which you recognize to be the green, leafy, Eladrin woman, Elphaba. As she's holding it closed, she's holding your mouth closed. Coming to the rest of you.
Mine?
Yeah, holding your mouth closed. You were kind of the first one out of the wall. And you immediately notice her as you almost say something. As she closes it, does this. And then you see some guards running past. You hear some ruckus as they're running off in the distance.
I'm gonna kind of just like instinctively just kind of like
Push her away.
hand
As
away from my
you do that,
mouth.
pushing it away, pushing her away, but she's unmoving almost a little bit as she's looking to the rest of you. As she kind of like signals you to follow her. As she begins walking through what appears to be more rubble, destroyed buildings of what appears to be old buildings, as she's trying to find a way through the rubble, pushing through. Expecting you three and Orem and Egos to follow.
Can we trust her?
I don't know.
Is she in garb?
No, she's more in kind of a leafy, kind of almost leafy looking, kind of not really a robe, kind of a half robe. Half robe and like pants.
Yeah.
Definitely not guard attire. This is the same. I mean, you guys saw her when she would close the doors.
Does she look damaged, dirtied?
Roll a perception.
She is just a
Perception
student.
or insight. Whichever one you prefer.
17.
Yes, she looks dirty. She looks damaged. She looks cut up a
Okay.
little bit. You do notice the graying veins all over her body. This is the person that you specifically saw, and I think you told them about her as well. Told them of how she, had the grayed veins like the other people, and the grayed eyes. As she begins leading you through the rubble, not looking back, just expecting you to follow.
What?
We don't have a choice. We just have to follow. If she knows a way out, then we need to go.
Why are we being silenced?
Because there's guards around. I don't know. I guess they are looking for us
I
then.
thought she was a guard.
She's a mage. Student of the Archmage. Let's just go.
Just keep a lookout.
I'm gonna hang to the very back of the group and let everyone walk before me. Really just
Got those mad dog eyes
yeah.
on.
On who? Egos?
Egos still.
On Aiden.
Egos has not made eye contact with you at all.
Turns to you in complete common. You got a problem?
I wouldn't mess with me if I were you.
I watched where you're looking.
Scram!
She doesn't want to talk to you.
That'd be so funny.
As you continue to do that.
But yeah, I'm kind of with him at the back. I'll be kind of at the front, kind of with Orem holding his side with his arm around me and helping him move a bit. But I also want to be on the lookout for guards coming by too.
Reginald's kind of walking, not in pace with Egos, probably a little ahead of him, but he's just walking. He ain't looking for nothing.
Walking, just pushing through the rubble. You start hearing more louder screams. You start feeling the flames of the fire around you. Very similar feeling that y'all had only 2 weeks ago, actually, or 3 weeks ago, in Chakra Dai. As you feel the flames getting hotter and hotter around your body. She begins leading you, going all throughout different areas, and then looks up, covering your mouth again. As you look up to the sky, you see golden flakes falling down and then dissipating. Downward, distant into the city, you see a purple blast of flame come through the clouds, hitting directly at the city as it shakes the entire earth, or the entire city. You begin to see desperately out in the distance more beams of magic and light shooting from the tower desperately, as you see what appears to be some sort of dark creature in the sky flying above.
Ooh.
You see her begin to wave her hands. As rubble begins to, as magic pulsates from her hands, she throws it out. As the rubble begins to lift, and then you see what appears to be some sort of incline downward towards a tunnel, a sewer of some kind. Sorry. And as she lifts it up, she points downwards towards the sewer. Go.
Where is this going?
Out of town.
How can we trust you?
And she just stares at you. She's lifting the bricks, still the bricks and stone in the air.
Which way is it directed? Is it away from the prison?
Are you asking her?
No, I'm just looking. Like seeing where the tunnel, the direction the tunnel
Make
goes.
an intelligence.
Different. I think everywhere is away from the prison.
Let me pull out my handy dandy compass real quick. See
Yeah, let me just look at the north and west hemisphere. What did you say it was?
butt compass.
Perception?
Intelligence.
Intelligence? 18.
18. Yes, it is going away from the prison. Yes, you are right.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm a small boy.
It's not going back to the prison.
It's just you. You. Strats, man.
She got us good.
Okay, yeah, then I'll. And then I'll tell. I'll take off Orem and kind of tell him, all right, go. And I'll just wait for everybody to.
Okay.
I'll wait at the tunnel entrance.
As they pile, everybody goes through. What do y'all do? You two go through.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As they all follow through, going into the tunnel, you, Therio, are the last one to walk through, kind of sliding down the rubble. Go ahead. It's not that loud. It's louder when you do that.
We all wait.
Let me just grab my bottle here. Yeah, and then I'll go once everybody.
As you begin to walk down the tunnels, or sliding down the rubble, going in, you kind of instinctively look back at Alphaba. And then you see as all the rubble and stone begins to fall back down, closing it.
Does she not come with us?
No, cool girl.
Is it light in here?
Yeah, this is a sewer.
Yeah, I guess you just did cut off our light source.
Using my
Actually, I have dark vision.
I have 6 feet of dark vision, plus I have an extra 60 feet of both magical and non-magical dark vision. Thanks to my devil's sight.
Dark vision? I think so. Yeah, I do.
As you are now begin to get this nasty smell. As it definitely is disgusting. You see a stream of water that was once there, and then every once in a while you feel up as the entire sewer begins to shake. But there's only one straight path right now that you see.
That's crazy. Little comic relief guy over here.
I know you didn't do that.
We need to talk.
I think we have bigger things to figure out right now.
That's exactly what we're trying to do, isn't it?
Let's just walk. Walk and talk. We can multitask.
Hey, so what went on with you this morning? If it even was this morning.
There was something that came to me. It was a vision of sorts. It's almost as if the light, everything that I'm used to, it's getting snuffed out. Whatever this darkness is.
Just like what was happening with.
Sorry.
What's her name?
Lexi.
It told me something. Time's up. Run.
So we're running from a god.
I don't know what it is. It's not natural. Are you guys okay? I never asked.
No! His arm is completely...
Yeah, it's still backwards.
Oh.
Just gonna figure that real quick.
He's gonna kind of. Gonna kind of go over to Orm.
Okay.
And he kind of just looks, kind of just into his eyes, as he kind of just grabs either side of the arm around the joint, as I'm going to use my healing light to actually no, I use my healing hands to restore 4 hit points.
Yeah. As you do that, you kind of see the arm that was bent back begin to... But it's still bruised, purple, but all the bones have been reconnected magically. But it's still very much not perfect. As he's
Do we have undershirts on underneath our purple
Yeah.
jumpsuit?
You all have like tank.
He's gonna he's taking off the purple top.
It's getting hot in the sewer.
Orem starts waving.
Is he kind of just like he's gonna make a makeshift sling for the arm?
Okay. So roll a general like medicine. You can do it with advantage.
You felt that bad roll.
Woo!
There
18
you go.
versus
That's way
a
better.
natural 1.
Oh.
Just because you most likely have done this before. You begin fashioning the sling around him and kind of placing it.
Thank you. You're welcome. Is he just kind of emotionless to it? He just kind of turns back and goes to the rest of the group.
We are okay.
Okay.
We just need to get as far as we can away from this place. All of us.
That isn't going to help.
What can we help?
I mean, if it chased us here, it probably knows we're in the sewers.
I chased you. What are you talking about?
I don't think it's chasing anybody. I think it's bringing havoc. You saw the monster in the sky.
You saw the message!
Sorry, there wasn't a physical message. That was just more for dramatic effect.
You heard what he said about the thing!
I just think it's that
Time's up.
he wrote me a note.
The R2D2. No.
R2D2 note.
It's so funny too. I thought I said Ron.
You heard what he said. Ron?
I thought it says time's up Ron. I thought it said time's up Ron.
Some prisoner named Ron is dead.
It's like, ooh, wrong person.
Wrong message.
Time's
Oh,
up
sorry.
Ron. Anyways. That could have been, either way, that could have been a warning from Lexi or whoever you follow.
It was not. I tried reaching out to my patron, but there was nothing. Just glimpses. Whatever it's as if the darkness itself has manifested whatever it is into a form. A speaking, talking form.
I mean, if it can create beasts out of shadows or whatever they're made of, I don't doubt that
It can infect creatures with a wave of its hand to...
This is not what I came here to do.
Yeah.
None of us came here in the first place.
It was supposed to be a fresh start. There wasn't supposed to be anything. It was supposed to be quiet.
Well, we will make do with what we have. This is a fresh start. It's not the one that you want, but it is a start. We just have to keep on going.
How many more people are going to die by our hands because of our cause? I came here to get away from all that. Not to see it again.
None of us knew this was going to happen. Reginald, it's not your fault.
You cannot get away from death. It follows. It's everywhere.
But I can help to prevent it. And what am I if I cannot prevent it?
Prevent what you can. You cannot prevent all death. It's impossible.
Let's go. As he's gonna kind of just walk.
Just keep walking through the sludge and nasty, wet ground. I know you didn't do that. I know you didn't do that. Is there anything anybody would like to do in particular?
No. Just really checking up on Orem. I can't really do anything about egos.
See as Orem and Ego's kind of Reginald has retreated towards the front end of the pack that y'all have. Orem and Egos are kind of trailing behind. Egos now sticking close to Orem than the rest of you. Reginald kind of went off to the front. Sorry.
Woo!
Sorry.
Came out quick.
I forgot we were streaming too. I was too comfortable.
You did that on the internet.
I know.
That's-
I've done it multiple times, if I'm honest.
That's ingrained.
But roll a general perception or insight on just them two right now.
Is perception and insight the same? Yeah.
6.
You can see they're kind of both exhausted. They're kind of roughed up a lot more than you two or you three are. They got the bad end of the stick, and they don't know their place right now. They're like very overwhelmed. As they just keep walking, kind of with their heads down. Both Egos kind of mostly with his head down, Orem kind of looking up every once in a while at the three of you, but not knowing what to say. Anything else anybody else would like to do?
I'm good. Just keep on pushing through.
What's y'all's passive perceptions?
13.
11.
Y'all all pretty much start hearing this. As you begin walking farther down the tunnel, you do hear that sort of
Little
stuff.
droplets.
You do hear like droplets and stuff like that. But as you're walking further and further down the tunnel, you start hearing murmurs of people. Not like whispers, but people talking.
But I beat up some rats.
People talking.
Where's Snips at? I got a lot of pent up anger and unresolved emotional issues that I gotta get out.
About to beat a teenager up.
A lot of
This was for the rock.
you. Oh God. You start hearing people talking, people. And then like it's okay. As you get closer and closer, you see what appears to be some sort of faint torchlight coming down the sewer, and what appears to be a crowd of almost people standing there a little bit.
Prisoners? Or just common folk?
Make a perception.
Which one? I'm gonna do you. Are they dirty 20?
30-20. Common folk. You don't see any prisoners. You see they're wearing normal garments. Not very nice garments. Not like the rich people. And not like the people in Midtown or downtown. This is definitely poorer garments. Like rags. Stuff like that. You see them patching up people as they're like looking around. And they're like patting. There's a lot of them. Definitely a crowd of them.
He's gonna kind of ease his way in to the crowd. He kind of just looks around, eyeing
So
people.
What are they doing?
as you begin to get closer, because you were still far away when you were like looking at them, and they're definitely like looking around, peering, like trying to make sure nobody comes up on them. You saw that with your roll. As you get a little closer, as you get closer, you hear a voice. Stop! Stop!
Audio listeners. He's pulling up his sleeve.
As you hear somebody scream, stop! And as the crowd kind of looks off towards you, as they pull up the torchlight, kind of like
Oh,
bracing it, like kind
in
of,
our direction?
yeah, in your direction, trying to show it to you. As you see these, you see a lot of what appears to be sort of almost homeless, poor people, like I described earlier. And then you see a familiar Tabaxi little girl, kind of
Be one of those days.
the familiar Tabaxi little girl with a crossbow in her hand. She's pointing it towards your direction. As you guys get closer and closer, she screams, "Stop! You!" As she starts pointing it down a little bit.
She's about to be made into a pet.
That's crazy. She points it down a little bit, staring at them. As you start hearing whispers, prisoners. They're from the prison of purple.
Ooh, I'm gonna take off my shirt. It's a little too late for that. Just toss that away.
Oh, yet.
Reginald's just deadpanning. Snips.
Prisoners, do y'all get closer?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we keep on going.
As you keep
Just
walking.
start walking towards
Yeah.
Snips.
Hey, stop!
Keep walking.
As he gets a going, I'm gonna walk kind of up behind him and be like, "Are you sure you want to do this now?"
I'm not doing anything now.
Then you see a couple of the, you see about a man, and like a woman, with a dagger and a sword kind of come up right next to Sips and be like, "Don't get any closer! Please! We don't want to hurt anybody."
We are survivors, led here by others for help. And I kind of gesture to Egos and Orem.
Yeah.
You're prisoners. How can we trust you're not going to hurt us?
Why would we hurt you?
Friend, clearly we're unarmed.
Glance at Snips. Glance back at the person speaking.
Snips is kind of mad dogging you guys, but not in like a anxious way. It's more of like a confused.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, how are they here?
Yeah. Somebody roll persuasion with advantage.
What's yours?
Or deception
Plus
if you're
6.
deceiving them.
JK.
Are you deceiving them? Do you plan on hurting anybody?
Not as of this moment. I don't.
Maybe
If we're deceiving, I got a plus.
Maybe in a few minutes.
But
Let's talk to Snips and see how we feel afterwards.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
11.
What crazy?
That's a 1 and a 5.
Yeah, that's bad.
tough. Hey, 2 bad rolls means 1 good.
You have a +6?
That's great. No. Wait a minute. You're those murderers. That's who you are. How can we trust you? As they all begin to start backing, kind of farther away, scared. Definitely scared of you all.
I'm gonna kind of put my shoulder on Reginald and just say, "Pick me up." And he's gonna kind of take a small step forward. Every single person in this room is clearly someone of circumstance. We make mistakes. We're all alive. We're all beings. People make mistakes. Accidents happen. You can not trust us at all. That's fine. But the Aladrin lady who opened up this sewage to let us in, she trusted us. And I don't know if she has any qualm with you people. But if you can trust her, you can trust us. I'm sure nobody wants to be homeless.
Roll a persuasion.
Give you guidance too.
You know what?
Change it up a little bit. Let's see how that goes.
It is perception
Persuasion.
or persuasion. That's better. 18.
Very nice.
You see them kind of looking, still scared. The crowd whispering. The crowd of people who are definitely hurt. The Snips kind of looking out the other two. Kind of looking, still having a crossbow. She doesn't have a crossbow pointed at you anymore. Like as soon as she saw who you were, she kind of pointed it downwards. But the other two had their weapons out still. As they look. Fine. But if we see anything, I promise you.
Listen, our friend is an excellent healer. I've seen him do amazing things. Yet even still we have injured traveling with us. We're not going to cause any trouble. Right? And he's going to kind of look at both of you. And he's going to look at Egos. Right?
As soon as you look at Egos, he immediately as soon as you get somewhat close to his face, he backs up and just puts his head down as you see him grabbing his arm.
Good move. And he's gonna just kind of so kind of go back to his cheery. Where are we?
We're in the sewers underneath town.
Yeah.
We went down here to hide, but I don't know if it's safe here. Anyways, we're trying to find a way out of town.
Is there not a way out of the city from this place? From this way?
Yes, out of the sewers. I think. I don't know.
Are we stopped in just like if it's been the hallway the whole time, or we're just still in the hallway, or we're there like a little opening where they're stopped?
Like a little intersection?
Yeah.
So yes, there is like an intersection.
Okay.
And they're kind of sitting at that intersection. It's like this is your path coming. This is your path, and this is theirs.
Okay.
And y'all are kind of right here, and they're kind of down here.
Okay.
Like almost like a fork in the road, kind
Okay.
of. And they're kind of all sitting there. The group is like, because it's a bigger space right there. They're all kind of sitting there, scattered around the halls. And then after he said, "We think there is," Snips kind of turns to the rest of them and say, "Yeah, there is. Come on." As he kind of, or she, kind of goes back towards the back of the crowd. As they kind of, and then kind of follow her a little bit.
guess we're following her.
I would agree.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah. She knows these sewers better than we do.
Are we going to ask?
Kindly.
Then I'll leave that to you two then.
Okay. And Reginald's just kind of walk.
Ask what?
I forgot we're almost here.
And as he starts to walk, I'm gonna kind of trail diagonal behind him, kind of thing.
Like walk through the crowd, keeping an eye out for my staff to see if I see it.
We
Make a perception.
we met at the back seat before we went into the prison of Purple. She took our stuff. So
Like before you ended up in prison, or like while you were in prison?
before when we were arrested.
Oh, so she
She-
stole your stuff that was already commendated,
Yes.
that you wouldn't get back
Yes.
at all.
Yes.
That you would have no chance.
It was pretty convenient, honestly.
Orem kind of laughed. Oh!
sorry, that was my fault. He's not good.
Crucio comes back.
As you, so what was that?
14.
Oh, shut up. You kind of started to go in the crowd. The people kind of still cautious of you, like looking over their shoulder, kind of make way away from you. But a lot of them are hurt, so they're not caring that much. So you kind of make your way pushing through. You see Snips. They haven't moved yet. They're not walking yet. As they're still kind of trying to patch up people. You see Snips talking to what appears to be 3 kids that are colored blue. There seems to be a air genasi, a blue half elf.
Oh.
There's a lot of different people. Wait. Let me go back to my notes. So you see a blue air genasi. And a blue half elf and a blue tiefling. As they're kind of standing there, these are probably like the only children there right now. You don't see any other kids around. And she's kind of talking to them. Then off in the corner of the place, of the sewer, you see an older man pressing up against the wall with what appears to be a very, very similar staff to yours. To yours. Kind of like leaning against an old man. The same older man. As he's leaning up against the wall, kind of like almost half sleeping, half like gripping onto his cane or his staff. Very tightly.
He kind of sits back, seeing, or kind of slows his pace as he sees Snips kind of talking to the kids and kind of waits for them to finish up.
Okay, so you all are going to stay with everybody. No tricks, no schemes, nothing. Am I clear? Popsicle? I swear. As let's go. as she points to the blue tiefling, as Popsicle kind of has like what appears to be some sort of ball, as she starts raising it with a smile on her face, and then she lowers it. She's like, I swear. Now, go make yourself useful. Go. As she turns, like almost like comedically,
Like a 180. Like, oh. It's sweet what you're doing with the kids.
Something not so
man.
sweet happened, though. Sounds
Hey bud. Hey bud.
Oh my word.
Don't talk.
I spoke too soon. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
She kind of looks like still holding the crossbow.
He's gonna after that incident, Elijah's just kind of like and just take a small step back and just let
There's something sweet you didn't do.
let Reginald take the lead, and if he needs to say something, he'll hit a little.
I'm gagged.
You know,
I don't think I can keep this going, guys. After he said that, Snip's kind of like almost about to say something, and then you saying something, and then you saying that. She goes,
Good cop, bad cop.
and then she goes like, as you say that, and then y'all having a conversation, stepping back. She kind of like, just like, and then kind of brushes her fur back on her tabaxi head because she's a cat. They're my posse, I guess you can say. What are you doing here? I didn't expect you guys to be out.
Yeah. A ceiling fell on me.
Before or after you went to prison?
After.
Okay. Well, you can't blame me for trying to help you escape. I mean,
yeah. You did just also criminalize yourself by announcing that to the populace.
look, we're all poor here. What do you think all of us do? As you kind of like look around, nobody bats an eye at like anything she's saying. Sorry, the music stuttered. As they all have better things to worry about right now.
What happened in the city?
I don't know. We were... I was doing another scheme, and all of a sudden the sky went dark. You kind of see her lean up against the wall now, and she's trying to remember it. Kind of taking off the charisma, like the charismatic look that she tries to keep the facade.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everything just went dark. And then there was this huge blast of, I think, fire hitting the southern section of town. I was towards Midtown a little bit when it happened, and then I just started hearing screams. So I ran back immediately to Popsicle and the rest of them to try and get them out, and then all of this happened. But I know I know how to get out of town. So we probably need to go right now. Yeah, we probably need to go right now. She kind of starts turning away.
Where can I help?
She kind of turns to you and gives you like a, not a frown, but like a confused.
magical healer.
I guess. Just make sure people don't die.
Okay. I have a conundrum.
Okay.
I can only do so much with my hands. Magically, I need my focus.
And that is...
And he kind of turns to look at the staff that she gave him.
I gave Billy Joe that for his birthday. You really need it? Like, really, really?
It's a component to my spells.
Okay.
I wouldn't be asking this if it wasn't important.
Darn. Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
She goes over to...
And you better go.
And she goes over to the old man.
Sorry. Right back at Egos. He's locking in again.
As she goes over to Billy Joe and talks to him. As he looks sad. As he goes down on his staff. And he throws his hands up a little bit and hands it back to her. As she says something more to him. And then walks back over to him. Or walks back over to you. He was pretty upset, but here you go.
As he grabs it, it's almost as if he had been holding his breath.
Yeah, a weight's been lifted.
He got in his up. As he kind of goes along the like handle portion where the metal is.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume as he grabbed it, the feather popped up.
Which it's always there for you.
Mm-hmm.
You always see it.
As he kind of holds it on the ground, resting his hands together.
Okay, it's time to go.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't mention it. As she begins, she whistles. There you go. As she whistles, and as the group around her begins to look at her, she begins, this way.
Are you sure you should be thanking the person that caused this in the first place?
It's about being kind to those around you. Trust me, there's still a lot more belongings that I need to take account for. But that will come in time.
What we steal from her in the night when she's asleep.
I have some personal... Oh, you're not here. Never mind. I have some very personal things that was in my bag. And I don't need anyone finding those. As he walks away.
That freaking unicorn.
I need a unicorn.
As you begin walking down the path, you also seeing this following the rest of them. As you all begin going down the sewer. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back in a minute. All right, and we are back to TK's. Yeah, we're back from our break.
Yay.
I forgot we were just on a break. All right,
2 minutes this time.
You guys,
Last time was 2 minutes too.
you guys begin walking down the sewer.
Okay. Anyway. Why are you staring at him, bro?
They let it lock in. Want me to drill some for you?
That's gross.
Just
one drop.
Yuckers,
That's
bro.
crazy.
All right, so y'all continue to walk down with the posse of just poor people.
Pussy.
There's about 13 people there, and then the 3 other kids and Snips.
So is the sewer system like? Is it an intricate one? Like, or does it seem like it's just one-way tunnel most of the time?
It was more apart.
So right now, as y'all are walking, y'all haven't been walking that far yet. It's only so far you've only gone down a straight path, but there was that, area where they were kind
Yeah,
of
where we met them. Okay. Gotcha.
Anything specific y'all'd like to do?
Just keep her going.
I'm posting that.
Oh, okay, please do.
That's crazy.
I'm posting that tomorrow.
That's so scary.
It's the first time I'm posting on the TBK story. That's a lie.
I'm gonna kind of slow my pace a little bit, and I'm gonna try and walk beside Egos.
Okay. Wait a minute. Sorry. I have to post this.
Right now.
This is for content.
While we're
This is for
recording
content.
What's funny is this episode isn't gonna come out until like a week later.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So people are gonna see this
and be like, what the?
Our
and the neck.
our viewers trying to figure out what a trade mag dog looks like.
This is what it is.
Anyways, I'm gonna kind of slow my pace to walk with
Egos.
Egos.
Okay. Yeah, you.
Accidentally untied my shoe.
Sorry, I'm making a simple one.
I accidentally built a shelf. What have I done?
We all make mistakes in the heat of passion. Yeah, so you do that. So, where are you two actually? Well, because he specified where he is.
So I would have been walking with him, probably just kind of trying still to collect myself and sort of living in the moment. Realizing I finally got the staff back, so I probably wouldn't have noticed him sort of walk away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really nowhere in particular right now. I'm just...
You were towards the back with Orem and Egos, right?
Yes. So I was kind of just making sure my Orem and Egos are kind of safe. They're keeping on going and they're good. But I'm also I'm focused on the front, making sure that I see where we're going.
Yep.
That's all good.
So you slow your pace, kind of. And they're like forming into the crowd. Them 3, Orem, Egos, and Therio are forming into the crowd as well, kind of staying within the light of the torch. Because there's about 2 torches that are kind of making up for the light in the tunnels, and everybody's like kind of staying together in that. Somewhat staying together. Like it's trailing a little bit, but the tunnels are slender.
Yeah.
So they're trying to stick together as best as they can. But yes, you do slowly kind of make your way back towards Orem and Egos.
I'm gonna try and like kind of stand beside him. I'm gonna try and make it natural, like not like I'm seeking him out, but like I'm just kind of slowing behind, like, and I just so happen to pick up pace again when I get beside him.
Okay, roll deception.
Oh, that's crazy that we were walking at the same speed.
You said deception.
Just
11.
He has his head down. you kind of look around. Your passive perception is 13, right? As you look around, kind of, trying to make sure that you're doing this right, you do notice Orem notices you. Egos doesn't really. He keeps his head down, really. But he's right next to Orem, as Orem kind of doesn't like mad dog you like you have. But he's just like, for a second, and then goes back to just keep walking.
Try and meet his gaze for a sec for him.
Yeah, like a brief second as he looks, and then like
I was trying to give him a nice little smile, nice little, just maybe a little wave.
You're scaring people.
A little. Okay, and he just like half smiles a little bit, and then just keeps walking. Like he has better matters to attend to.
So I'm gonna walk up beside Egos. You kind of just like lean over to him a little bit. Can you understand me?
As soon as you do that, he doesn't try to hit you or like harm you anyway. He doesn't try to attack you, but his arms like flail up as he like almost as soon as he notices your voice right next to him. As you get a little closer to his face, he kind of recoils a little bit, going to the left.
Whoa. What did you do?
I don't know. I just tried to talk to him. I don't know anything about it.
As you see him kind of shaking a little bit as he's holding the side of his face away from you.
I've never seen someone like me before. I just wanted to talk to him.
Maybe you should give him some room.
Is he okay? Is he talkative? Like I don't.
He can't talk.
He's mute.
Oh.
He's still holding his face, kind of shaking. You see his left hand, the hand with the glove, particularly covering his face, shaking.
Can he understand us, or is it like a? So we're talking a different language here, like.
The language you speak, common, right now, isn't his common language.
Calcifer said he spoke under dark.
Undercommon.
Same difference.
So basically the same thing, yeah. There's different ways to say different languages. English,
okay.
American.
Flips table. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry or anything. I just hadn't met him before. Well, I'll give him some space. And as I kind of start walking away, I'm gonna kind of take my little smile, and if he meets my gaze even a little bit, I'm just gonna like, once again, just lock down and just look at him.
He doesn't. He doesn't turn up to look at you at all. As he's kind of like holding on to Orem a little bit as he's continuing to walk.
I'm gonna go back up to Reginald and just carry on a conversation. So how does it feel to have your stuff back?
What? It's relieving. This is one of the last things I have from home. But now that I have it, I'll be able to do a lot more for us.
Well, good. It's always a reassuring promise, friend.
This kind of just goes back to. He's not even really using the staff to walk at this point. He's just kind of holding it and kind of has the feather kind of as it kind of floats there in his hand.
Not really. I'm just trying to make it through right now.
As you continue walking, can you all make perception rolls?
22.
Dang.
4.
I blame the ice tray.
The big one?
Yeah.
I think it's right here. It's on my. It's beneath my outhouse.
You all keep walking. Continue. What was yours, Delia? And yours was low too, right?
Sorry, it was.
Get your act together.
I think it was an 8.
It's an 8. Yours was a 22.
This is fighting music.
As you continue to walk down the tunnel, you'll take a left, and you'll continue to go down that path. Something doesn't feel right to you, Elijah. People are silent. Too silent. As you look around, you see the group of what appeared to be 13 adults is now 11. Then looking behind you, you see this older woman kind of struggling, holding onto the wall. And then all of a sudden, you see out from the ground a dark shadow come up, grab her, and pull her down underneath the ground.
He's going to run, grab Theus by the arm, pull him to Reginald, and trying to stay quiet, not nonchalant, just quiet. He's gonna run over and kind of like put our heads together.
What?
Shadows. They're here. They're taking people. I just watched one. Came up from the ground, took an elderly woman. We're not safe here. Our numbers are dropping.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Just wait until one pops up again. I don't. We can't send these people into panic, right? He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna kind of tie. He's gonna take the over sweater thing off, and he's gonna like tie it kind of in this way around his shoulder, where there's almost like a little hole right here, and he's gonna go ahead and summon his sword, and as it comes, just immediately put it just in his arm thing.
Okay.
Kind of hole through.
Yeah,
Make sure.
and just kind of just look at everyone and just kind of keep his hands to himself, like Elijah does, very awkwardly.
I don't know if she has them here, but I need a weapon.
If you stay close to me, I can lend you mine. Now, crazy idea. I know. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work. No one's ever picked it up other than me. Maybe it's best to not.
As they're doing this, I'm
Leave
just
my
gonna kind
process to
of
myself.
tap my staff on the ground as the feather just kind of starts glowing, just to kind of illuminate the area.
Are you casting a spell?
I'm casting light.
Okay.
So
How
20 foot bright, 20 foot dim.
As you do this, you kind of see Egos and Orem. Orem's still walking a little bit. Egos kind of laying back, kind of like hurt, not hurt by the light, but it like catches him off guard.
Yeah, going
as
from
he's-
dark to bright.
as he goes into the darkness, and like the rest of the people around you going, oh, and then Snips kind of noticing you. What's the problem?
Just some added light.
Make a perception throw.
Me?
Yeah. Didn't you add the light?
8.
No, all of you, because you're all like on edge right now.
17.
Perception 6.
6. You two suck.
That's what I do.
His dice are weighted.
They are weighted.
They're very heavy.
As soon as he does the light, and as Egos kind of steps back into the darkness, you, Elisha, see a big shadowy claw grab onto Egos' shoulder as it begins pulling him downwards.
Elijah does nothing.
He grabs Egos.
Egos begins to grab hold of Orem's basically pajamas. As he begins sinking farther and farther into the ground, as Orem gets a tug from behind, because Orem was like right next to him. Orem turned, kind of pulling rapidly as he's trying to hold on to him.
As I'm assuming Orem then notices.
Yes.
As Orem notices, Elijah is gonna scream, "There!" And then he's gonna. How far in theory away is Mr. Egos from myself?
How far is your light?
It's 40 foot total.
Like bright dim.
Yeah, 20 foot bright, 20 foot dim.
Y'all were towards the middle of the group a little bit, y'all were towards the middle of the group at this point, so they were on the very edge. So he's about 20 feet away, 20 feet of like pure light, and then he's within the dim light.
Yeah.
But he's about 20 feet away. As Orem goes, Egos! As he begins trying to grab him, as he starts slipping underneath, as he starts wincing. I need all of you to roll for initiative.
Woo! Here it is.
Nat 20!
Really?
I'm wasting these. Stop it!
Golly, man.
What is that? An 8?
9 total.
Oh, there's a map?
Oh, mine's 20.
That's crazy.
Consolidate, gents.
Yes. Overlay. If we can put it this way. Look this over here, quick. Place that right there.
Yes, folks.
And over. Oh, yeah, you can use this gray space. Is this the tunnel? This the tunnel?
Yeah, that's the
There's
tunnel.
a tunnel right there, so I'll
Don't
go.
worry about that yet. Don't worry about that.
Alright.
That's just more tunnel.
Oh,
if I'm honest. So everybody roll for initiative.
Yes.
So I start giving
This is our
that-
first initiative in a good while,
Yeah, it's been a
gents.
minute. What's that? 2 1s?
So this is going to be a little confusing.
15.
this.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yippee.
You can take this.
All right.
We need to get our own minifigs.
No!
His nice little.
little bent. Nothing wrong with the
It's a
bent sword.
scimitar. It's supposed to be a little bent.
Yeah.
As you hear shadow monsters come back. This is Snips. Or this is kind of Snips right here. No, Snips would be down here a little bit more. So y'all are towards the middle of the group, so y'all would be probably right here. So put y'all where you think you'd be. These are all the people.
Mine kind of depends on where you guys is going to be.
Yeah.
Well, you're still with the group, right?
Yeah.
You pulled me over to him, so we'd be farther.
Yeah. So all three of us are together.
Yes.
And then I say there, and I'm at least 20 feet away from Egos. So that's the numeric I'm rocking with right now.
So these are all of the people, the group you're with. Egos. Y'all be probably right here. Just place yourself.
Actual squares.
So Egos is probably about right here. So what y'all see right here, this is all sewer, all tunnel. This part right here is kind of blocked. It's blocked off by some sort of rubble, some sort of destruction. As you've been walking down this tunnel, you have noticed that there's a lot of rubble around, a lot of destruction hitting the area. As you see this shadow demon come up, shadow monster, shadow stalker come up right behind him, grabbing him as he begins pulling him down. What was everybody's initiative?
23.
15.
Oh my gosh, Brian. Brian.
What was it for yours?
9.
9.
9.
Okay.
9.
See, my out of combat rolls,
9.
my in combat rolls.
My rolls?
In general?
Across the board.
Okay. So you were 22,
3.
23. Yeah. 23. What were you?
9.
9. What were you?
15.
Guys are cooking.
We're doing great right now.
Guys, if you take the letters of Snips and take the first S off.
Nips. Alright. Lock in.
Alright, gamers.
Gamers.
It's real gamer hours.
I am lost.
It's 1 a.m.
It's not 1 a.m.
10:29.
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
Okay, Elijah, you are the first one up. As you immediately see this and say, there! As the Egos begins to get pulled under, as Orem trying to help Egos.
Is equipping a weapon a bonus action or a free action?
Equipping a weapon is not. I don't really consider that. What weapon are you trying to get?
So like I'm trying to reach from my back.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay.
That doesn't really. I don't usually count. If you're picking up a weapon like somebody else has, like taking a weapon or picking up a weapon from the ground, it'd be different. But
I'm going to while we're I'm gonna kind of hit one of these poses as I'm running to try and like grab my sword and point at the spooky guy, and you kind of see him whisper a little something to himself, just like kind of almost a little mumble, as this little purple, almost a mist kind of thing goes and hits the darkness, and he has been cursed. Or hexbladed, cursed.
is it?
And
It's getting freaky.
also, as he goes and grabs his sword out, he's gonna also, while he's running, kind of jab it out real quick, and you see these green, these two green like pearls, kind of weave in and out of the sword till it gets to the tip, and one little eldritch blast, you might say, shoots out from the tip.
Some might say.
Not green, purple, little. And it's a 13 to hit.
That misses. As you shoot it out, the demon, the stalker the shadow stalker kind of moves just out of the way, still holding on to Egos, kind of now covering his mouth. He can't speak, but he's still trying to grab just anything. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I was running. I'm just gonna get like, yeah, about right there.
You get up right next to it. Is now the people's turn as they see this commotion. A lot of them start screaming. That wasn't a good scream. as a lot of them start screaming, they're just gonna go up here, start running away. Snips does not. You see two people with the weapons. Actually, there's about 4 people with weapons. The rest of them are like homeless. They don't have a lot of. They don't have any weapons, any gear, anything to really defend themselves. But these people do. They're gonna come right here. Oh, these are you. 2 of them are you. Which ones are you?
That's me.
That's you.
He's got
right here.
the mystic.
Where am I?
orb.
Where?
You're over here.
Oh, I moved you.
Help me, guys! They grabbed me.
He said, "Homeless, go!"
As they begin running up here.
Who are these people?
So
Oh, the
they're
people.
He said not all to the house.
They're gonna start kind of running up here. These 2 are gonna run right here. They have more. You see, one pulls out a bow and tries to shoot it at the creature, and the other one has a crossbow that it's gonna shoot at. Those other 2 people in the front are the woman with the dagger and the man with the sword. The man with the sword and the woman with the dagger aren't able to make it. But you see, as a crossbow goes out, shoots at the shadow, straight through its head. And then phases through. It is now Therio's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to this guy. So I rage. This is gonna be my last rage.
Scram!
She doesn't want to talk to you.
What's your catchphrase when you rage, pal?
He's the
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Where's he going? He went home.
You live to spike that thing, don't you?
But I rage, and I pull out my claws. This guy has no arms.
Hey.
And so I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Whack 'em.
Okay.
And I'll try to make a claw attack with him.
Okay.
I'll try to give him a good hitting. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. Come on, horsey. Oh, what's my?
Who let the horse in the sewer?
Oh, jeez. That's a 7.
Oh, brother.
Oh,
God.
Is that it? Just a 7?
Yeah, let me check what it says on here. Because I think it's different. Or is it? Which one is it?
People are running down.
12. Oh. That's a 12.
12 misses.
I
As
believe.
you try to
so.
slash, you kind of.
So since I used a claw attack using an attack action, I'm gonna make an additional claw attack. With the same action.
Okay.
And see if we can do it again.
It's going crazy.
Of course I'm going crazy. That was a 3. 3 plus 5, that probably doesn't hit since it was lower than the one I just did before.
It's reverses.
No, that does not
Or
hit.
in golf terms.
It is now. It's now Snips' turn. So.
I don't speak sign language.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Hey,
what's
get
that?
it.
Spit that out.
Does Snips die?
Oh no!
I'm out of spell slots. Sorry, I can't heal you.
Okay. 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Why did she go 40 feet? So she is going to. You see her kind of like hunker down behind people.
Where did you anchor your light at?
It's on my staff.
On your staff?
You see her kind of hide behind somebody, and then she's going to take her crossbow out and try to shoot it, but it misses. She lifts it, and it shoots all the way down the hallway.
Oh, my leg!
Dang it! My leg! As it is now Shadow Monster's turn.
Why I always roll so bad on initiative?
As you start.
Yo, look at that guy.
As you. Who's right here? Who's it? Oh, who's this?
That's me.
Who are these people? You two?
That's me.
As you see what appears to be another shadow stalker coming through the walls, phasing through, and another right here.
What they been like that?
Oh, what's this? Okay. Okay. You see as this one hits one of the people, slashes them as they fall to their knees, basically. That one is actually going to try and hit Snips.
No.
Oh no, she's gonna drop our loot. Oh my gosh.
No, she can't die because she knows where all our stuff's at.
Oh, I
Okay.
was thinking of Skyrim.
Yeah, I think the poor have all our stuff now.
We're just gonna have to. You know what? Gotta do what you gotta do. They're already poor. Might as well.
You know, they're already poor. It doesn't matter.
They don't have anything.
Why don't they just buy
Except our
home?
stuff. Right. Get a job. You know.
We don't mean that. We promise.
Work at McDonald's.
We're gonna get canceled, y'all.
If the big homie worked at McDonald's, I'm not allowed to say his name.
God.
Sorry, the yellow-haired homie
Oh.
worked at McDonald's.
Donald? Ronald?
He who shall not be named.
I just named him.
Yeah, look, it could be
I'm
any
sure
Donald.
they can.
Ronald McDonald. That's who it is.
Yeah,
That's who you're talking about.
Donald McDonald.
Wink. I winked. Whoa, he's going into a seizure again.
My bad.
It's okay.
As you see the monster kind of slash at Snitz. Ah! As she kind of hits from the back. You seeing this round.
Can you make that sound again?
It's going right here.
I got a problem.
As he lunges at you with both of his claws. So that is the highest is a 13.
That's a mess.
Okay, then both slashes miss as you're able to dodge out both ways. Okay. You see as Ego's being dragged down under, he is able to kind of break the grasp for a second as he comes, as his feet were starting to sink into the ground, they magically appear back upwards as he
Sorry.
as he starts like trying to break free of it, but it's still kind of holding on to him. It is now okay. You see as Orem gets right up next to the monster. What the heck is that? As he pulls out his hand and shoves it directly in the monster's face as green gas sprays out of his hand directly into the Shadow's face and then phases through it to the ground. So he just looks scared. It is now Elijah's. Where were you?
9.
I already skipped over you.
Oh my gosh.
So let's go back to you.
I should get 2 turns.
Let's go back to you. I'll just.
What did you do?
Well, we'll do your normal turn.
What did you do?
I tried to hit him.
You're bad.
I tried.
Okay. So let's go back to you
I don't even
now,
think I
and
can
then
hurt him because I don't have
then we'll
magical
restart, and you'll be 9. So what do you want to do?
Is it like everything?
Oh, by the way,
Okay,
this creature.
who is who?
This creature doesn't move closer to Snips. It's still reeling from the light that it's in right now.
Okay.
Is my sword still shimmering lightly? No.
Nope.
Welp.
Roll a history check.
Guys, we pissed off the angel lady. Come on now. Okay, who is who?
I'm
You're
him.
I'm him.
I'm him.
You're him. Okay.
Bad guy.
That's all I need.
That's all you need.
This is the one I have cursed currently. No,
This is
the one I have.
this
cursed
is
currently.
Egos.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is
sorry. You
Orm.
asked me to roll for a what? History?
Yeah.
14 minus 2, so 12.
You do remember. That back when you were in the cell and when you first got arrested and Lexi came to visit you and talk to you, you do remember her snapping and then a magical wave kind of going out.
Okay.
And then she said the thing about you not respecting her gifts that she's given you.
And that if we did, that she wanted to meet us at
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah. So I am going to cast Sacred Flame on the homie holding Egos.
Let me see this spell.
I need a dexterity saving throw. Oh. It's radiant.
It's radiant damage.
That don't matter. You think I care about that?
Vulnerable.
He's actually just going to absorb it.
Oh yeah. He's gonna snap it back at you.
Okay. What does it have to do?
I need a dexterity saving throw from the homie holding Egos.
Rolled a 15.
What is that, DC?
Rolled a 20. Or, sorry, it rolled 15 plus. I just gave you that.
It don't
It's
matter.
20.
He succeeded.
Okay.
So then I'm using my bonus action.
Just right behind him.
I'm using a bonus action, and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Snips.
Okay. As you see.
What? The? We gotta work on the noises tonight.
What is your healing word, Ryan?
Sound effects.
He kind of, as he kind of raises his staff up, the feather was already glowing now, but for a brief second it kind of pulses as it glows a little further as it slams the staff on the ground and it returns to its normal light as a beam of radiant light kind of just spawns. There's no sky up ahead, but it kind of just spawns and misses. As he kind of, after that, kind of assumes not like an attack position, but as he kind of pulls his staff back, hand out, as he kind of looks back at Snips, and he just hits her with the freaking cover the two behind. I'll wait for the people in front. We'll get to the others later. And she restores 5 hit points.
This more than a word.
It's
as you see the cut that was on her back stops bleeding completely and heals right up.
Aaron, do you have a player's handbook?
Yeah, I do. Not for you.
That's unfortunate. Even
Call
though,
an ambulance.
even
Call
though
an
it's
ambulance.
my money.
But not for me. Elijah, it's now your turn.
Okay. He is Elijah. Is going to. He is Elijah. That's true.
He is Elijah.
He's going to. Once again, just kind of pointing at the same guy he cursed. He's going to, with his sword in his hand, once again, kind of just pulse it at him. And you see just this kind of bright pink thing start from the hilt and go through his sword, and it kind of jumps over everybody and hits him, the Shadow Demon, as I have casted True Strike. Which is a concentration spell for up to a 1 round, where I extend my hand and point a finger, but I clearly don't have a concentration, or a focus rather. It grants you a brief insight into target defenses. On my next attack, or on my next turn, I gain advantage on the first attack roll against that target, provided that the spell hasn't ended.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, that's in your turn.
Yeah, that's kind of all I can do. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's now their turn. They are going to keep running and running. Going farther and farther down.
They're cooked.
This one go down. This one go down. As okay. You see that one, Ryan in particular, you see the person on the left get a strike in the back as they start to stumble, really hurt. And then this one gets striked. And they get struck down.
No.
Who are the people? Who's this? Oh, that's the guy with the gun.
That's just somebody.
So they're gonna go right here.
That's me.
No. That's
Oh,
you.
That's
It's the same.
There's two of us.
It's the same figure, yeah.
My powers have doubled since last we met.
They're gonna come over here. Seeing that person just die, they're gonna make their
start shooting at him.
As they all start swinging, hitting them, able to go straight through them, and phases out like a shadow, not doing anything. As arrows go through them, not doing anything. It is now Furio's turn.
Alrighty, Roo. I'm gonna try to do my claw attack again at him.
Hit him with it.
See what we can
Hit
do.
him with it. Hit him with it.
Prank him, John.
That is a
There's a lot.
That's a 14.
That hits.
That does hit?
Mhm.
Oh, very nice.
So
that
that is.
is-
I think it's 6.
Yeah, 1d6 slashing damage. That's plus 2. 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
And yep, that's 7 damage. And then I'll. Oh, it just goes right there?
Does no damage. It looks unfazed by you.
What did you use to attack with?
I had my axe that had magical properties because of Luxie. That's why I was able to hit. Yeah,
You haven't heard it yet.
yeah, exactly. I haven't heard it yet.
No, I mean like
Right now.
right now. What did you attack with?
Oh, I have my claws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Yes.
I thought you were saying you had your magical axe with you. And I said,
No. In result,
Pause.
He had it somewhere hidden.
I will go 5, 10, 15. Are they gonna do an opportunity attacks on me?
Which one?
Both of them should be able to. Because I'm going 5, 10.
One.
He doesn't know that. Don't tell him that.
I'm a man of my word. It's 15.
What?
20 to hit.
I think so. I sure hope so.
So that does 6 damage as it slashes your back as you're running away.
And then I'll go. So it was 5, 10, 10, 15.
Oh God.
20. Is that you?
That's me.
Okay.
As you're getting closer and closer to the light.
25. 30. Where's the light?
Right on Ryan. Or Reginald.
Oh, gotcha. What was that?
It's 40 foot.
Just the bright light?
Yeah. Or 20 foot bright.
Right. 40 feet down.
Gotcha.
Is that the end of your turn?
Does somebody have a Xanthars at their disposal that I can borrow?
Yeah, it should have Xanthars. Yeah, that's all I did. I could not do anything else.
Thank you.
Alright.
It is. So you're done?
Yes.
It's Reginald's turn, I guess.
Okay, you're telling me I went that early last time?
Yes, and
And you left
me.
That's so funny.
Man, frick you.
Methods.
Is freaky deaky broski. Is Egos, not ethos. Egos still being grabbed?
Yes, he's still being grabbed. He's not dragged. He was able to resist it for a little while.
Okay. So after kind of trying to call down the sacred flame, as he kind of turns back and kind of whispers something to Snips, he kind of turns back and eyes the creature in the eyes as dragging down Egos. As he just kind of,
The creature has no eyes.
well, he's looking at it. As he
It's,
kind of looks at
yeah.
Egos again, he kind of extends the hand like he did before, looking back at the creature. I'm gonna cast command
Ooh, nice.
on the creature holding Egos.
Very nice.
So
Good, he's getting popped on then.
the spell has no effect if the target is undead, doesn't understand your language, or if the command is directly harmful to it. Flat out the gates.
Yes.
It is. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, subsequently, I'm bonus action sorcery points. I'm gonna get that spell
As you
slot
begin
back.
to kind of extend your powers out to it, you start feeling a buffer as your golden hand starts turning black for a minute. And then gold, then black, then gold, then black, and then you retract your hand back into yourself.
That's not good. And that's my turn.
You didn't want to do a bonus action?
I use my bonus action to sorcery points the spell slot back.
Very smart.
I want to throw it back, bro.
What? Snips his turn as she turns around. What the heck? Try and shoot at it because she only has a crossbow. She misses.
I don't need this. I like you.
And then you see her begin to run away. Go over here. Kind of away from the one that's running.
What do you need?
It's another
You can't do it?
Man.
kind of getting away from you. Coming up to him. That misses. Yes. That hits.
Wait.
So you see that, you see him, this one turn around and start slashing his chest. It's gonna try and pull. He goes down some more. As he begins pulling, he goes down once more, down into the concrete again. He.
Dang, nabbit.
Ooh, I know what I can do. Where's the sword?
He's going over here to Orm. See, it's just slash Orm.
Stop slashing. Tiny power word, nuh-uh.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. That worked.
We never just asked it.
She gets hit directly across the chest. What the heck are these things? As
We have no idea.
as
Dang, nabbit. What you cooking? What you cooking?
Orm.
That's Warlock's spell slot. We're cooking.
as you see Orm begin to shift as his whole body begins to almost change as he gets a little angry, like not knowing what to do and a little scared. You see him start as his body begins to get down on what appears to be 3 legs, because his his arm is still hurt, as he turns into a dire wolf. As he gets down, as he tries to bite at
Interesting.
the creatures, trying to chomp down his face. His snout completely goes in. His snout completely goes in, and then coming out, and then feeling very scared, not knowing what to do.
Take your tail and run, little. Can't say that.
It is now.
we're too into it.
He goes. Can't do anything. Elijah, it's your turn.
Okay. So just for clarification, this person has been cursed and true striked. And in doing so, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast again on him, so I have an advantage on the roll.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay, so that's going to be a
What's your plus?
18 to hit.
It is.
Okay. And then it's going to do 1d10 plus 2. 4 damage.
Straight through his chest, and then out on the other end.
What?
As it comes back in on itself.
What?
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Actually, I might want to move, maybe.
Ow. Do I do it? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's fine. After seeing him pump a good bit of resources into this thing,
Right. It's all coming together.
yeah, he's just gonna kind of
All this, I'm gonna miss my attack roll.
just kind of hang out right there. Still staying away, trying to
You
not.
kind of step on the rubble a little bit, and you do kind of make a perception check real quick.
Natural 20.
Okay. As you kind of step across the rubble, you kind of fall in it a little bit, as there's a little opening through the gaps of the rubble right there. I'll leave that out there for now. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
It is now. They're gonna keep running and running. So they're all.
Would you say that these shadow demons are humanoid?
Oh man.
Why are you looking at me?
As they are still gonna keep
Look at
trying
them.
to. They're gonna keep at it.
Oh, what are you trying to do?
As they keep shooting, as they keep trying to strike, nothing's happening to them. As they're all like phasing through the shadows. It is now Theria's turn.
Are they getting anywhere near the light?
Nope.
Okay.
I should have made you roll for perception. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. I mean, so the light's right here.
The direct light
Where was
is
it?
right here, but nobody has gotten closer to.
Yeah. So nobody's right here. That's where the direct light is, and then dim light.
None of the shadow creatures have
Yes.
gotten closer to.
What are these things? Are these shadow creatures
Yes,
too?
the skeleton-looking things are shadow
Okay,
creatures.
so it's all shadows. Okay, so I'm gonna. And you said he stumbled over and kind of
Right
knocked
here,
some
yeah.
stuff down.
Yes.
Burn.
No. Burn. So I'll go 5, 10, and when I pass by you, I'll say, what did you cast? Just a light spell? Or just dancing light kind of thingy?
Just light.
Interesting.
It's just called light.
All right, bet. And I'll walk past him and say, move the light towards them, if you can. And then I'll 5, 10, 15, 20, and I want to see if I can see in the rubble. I want to see if I can. I don't know if I want to like shove it. Maybe I just like crawl into it. But I want to see if there's a pathway or some light that I can. If there's a crack or something where the rubble is,
Okay.
I'll just start digging at it.
Make an investigation.
Come on, baby. Give me something good. Give me a kiss.
Take away the skibbity toilet camera, man. Because we were rolling.
He's watching me.
We were rolling really
I'm rolling
good.
better. I'm rolling better. Putting him back.
That is a 7.
You're unable to really push through it right now.
Okay.
As you're like trying to peer through it to see if there's something you could really like use to collapse it all. You're unable to do that at this moment.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna keep on trying to dig some
Zine seeds,
some
it's
rubble
fine.
away.
Right. Reginald, it's your turn.
My turn.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
So with that being said, Reginald is going to kind of walk forward a little bit up to about right here.
As you get closer to the creatures, you kind of see them. As you see what appears to be some sort of steam coming off of the creatures.
Okay.
They're cooking.
Literally. And as he's doing that, as he kind of is walking with the light, kind of holding his staff out, he kind of reaches up to his staff. I don't care. She who must not be named, otherwise known as the Apple voice assistant.
You named her.
But I didn't say her name.
Oh, Siri?
I vaporize.
So as he kind of walks forward with the staff kind of reached out with the light shining from it, he kind of reaches up to the feather as he just begins to kind of pull this divine energy, or this radiant energy, from the feather as he kind of forms it into this long bolt. As he says, I will not have another person die on my watch today. As he kind of points the staff, where he's got the staff kind of pulled back to his body, and he's almost gun or rifle like, where he's holding the bolt up with his left hand, and has the staff pulled back with his right, and just I'm gonna guiding bolt the person holding Etho.
Oh.
Etho, gosh, not Etho. His name is
No one else
literally
would die
Etho.
by my hand. Targets Ethos. I want to guarding bolt that person.
This will be the last
I would like
one.
a guiding.
Okay, so that is going to be an 8 to hit, which
It's an 8 to hit.
misses.
That misses.
I'm gonna use Favor by the Gods and add 2d4.
That's crazy.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Ah, we're so close.
As it kind of searing, kind of as its face kind of dodges out of the way, you see as it almost sears the edge of his face and then shoots off into the darkness. It's a very cool line.
I'm sick and tired of this game, y'all.
You kind of see Snips. You kind of see Snips staring at you and then watching it go all the way down the hallway. And she kind of looks back at you.
I tried.
It was a good line. It's now Snips' turn. Snips is gonna try and shoot at them. As it shoots, it does make impact, but then goes straight through its head. As she doesn't know what to do. Gosh, what can I do against this thing?
Great question.
We're figuring
It's
it
now
out.
the shadow. Egos, you see as he gets pulled, his half of his body down into the cement, as his neck and his left hand are the only thing reaching out right now. You see him get slash, and then his as he goes unconscious on the ground.
No.
As he gets slash.
guys.
This is the dude with the sword. The guy with the sword that was talking scared to you guys. As he keeps getting slashed, and he falls unconscious on the ground. He's gonna take another.
I really like that shirt, man.
Huh?
I like that shirt.
I just wear this because it's big. You see as the Shadow Stalker grabs hold to Orm as he begins pulling Orm down too.
Which one?
It is now Orm's turn. He can't do anything. You guys can't do anything. Elijah, it's your turn.
Before it's my turn, can I use my reaction when I see Orm being pulled down
For what?
to cast Hellish Rebuke?
Hellish Rebuke, I think you can only do that if you are attacked.
Yeah. I believe so.
If you're the one being damaged.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's which you take in response to being damaged. Oh, to being.
Once you run it out,
You
Well,
answered it
because
yourself.
I saw it said within 60 feet of me, so I was like, oh.
yeah. That's
Okay.
so funny.
Just freak this spell, man. I've tried to use it like 8 times, but I can't.
So, it's your turn, Trey.
Janna.
Okay. Well, well, this is just amazing. I'm gonna just do nothing, I guess. No, I'll just blast again, just to to see. Just the same guy I've targeted every time. 13.
13 misses.
Cool.
As it shoots straight through. So now. Again, getting scared, they're going to start backing away. Because they don't really know what. Is this you? Who is this?
I don't remember.
I don't know who
It's the
that
lady
is.
with the dagger that I never moved.
Interesting.
On the side.
They keep shooting at the shadow creatures but are unable to pierce them in any way. All of you kind of backing up into this kind of circle. It's Theria's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna keep on trying to do what I was trying to do. See if I can either find something in here that like try to claw away at the top. What would that be? Just strength?
What are you doing specifically?
I'm just trying to like claw away at the rubble, try to get pieces out.
Make an athletics check.
That was a 15.
Okay. You are able to start pulling rubble off. But it is not... you don't know which pieces to pull off in an effort to really get through because you failed your investigation check.
Yeah.
And so you're just mindlessly like throwing rubble, like clawing your way through it.
Yeah. Okay.
Reginald, it's your turn.
Trying to take this all in. He is... There's a part of him that is scared, but also angry. As he kind of just slings his staff, not down, but he kind of just points his staff down as that radiant energy forms again. As he looks Egos in the eyes one more time. And I'm going to guiding bolt the creature that's grabbing him again.
Come on.
Bad roll.
That was another 2.
Gosh.
You see, as getting very angry, you see Egos' eyes meet yours and almost soften a little bit through the fright. As you desperately try to shoot it through one more time, and then it just barely misses, searing across its head as he's being dragged underneath. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
At this point,
Did you move 5 feet?
yep. Gonna move in closer.
As you move in closer, the light brighter here gets a full glance on the creature's face as it burning his entire face as he both of them as you see like steam almost coming off of its face everywhere. Is that the end of your turn? Is there anything else you want to do? It's Snip's turn. Snip, seeing what you're doing, Therio, is going to make her way over here. And she's going to start clawing through the rubble with you. So you're going to get an advantage on your next turn. You specifically see that shadow creature go into him.
Oh.
As it goes into him, you see his body start to track up as, well, it's hard to see what's really happening. You just see his body start retracting up because there's no really light over there. As he begins making his way over here now. He's going to take 2 strikes on these people. One hitting. Okay. As he slices that person with the bow or with a crossbow, as he striking his shoulder. Okay. You see as Orem, this shadow monster, searing his face and kind of almost looks like it's trembling. Orem is able to break free from its grasp as he can't run anywhere. He's blocked off by everybody. As he just stands there. He wants to run away, but he can't. And then you see as Egos begins to grab the shadow creature's hand, almost moving it in a way, as he begins trying to claw his way upwards, resisting the shadow creature still, making his body come up a little farther. Orem can't do anything because he's stuck. He's going to take his bite goes straight through. Elijah, it's your turn.
What you got? Nothing. Before I say that, let me cook. My bad, guys, my bad. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to make a small little candle appear in my hand. Has no light, no sound, nothing. It's just a nice little candle. I'm going to... scratch that. I'm just going to make a flame. Like just a small flame in my hand. I'm going to throw it at one of the shadow demons. Just to try and spook it away, maybe. Probably the one by Egos. Yeah, probably one of the egos.
Since it's a minor illusion, well, you can control where you want to direct it. So I won't make you roll for anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and just.
As you do that, you shoot it straight towards that creature, straight through its head. It reacts to nothing.
Oh, well, that's pretty stupid of him to do. Okay. Well, that was amazing. I think that was. Yep. He's just gonna. Oh no, egos.
That's crazy.
But he's gonna. Actually, it's more like egos. He's putting up a farce, if you will.
Yes. Yeah. I think we noticed that.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
So these people, he's going to disengage. So they're kind of running to, as they're just trying to run back away from it, they're really not knowing what to do right now, because all of their attacks, everything that they've done, doesn't work. It is now Theria's turn.
Okay. We're gonna try it one more time with disadvantage from Snippish. Oh. Man, bro, that's not too great. That's right. It's 16.
As you begin pushing, 16 is pretty good.
It's alright.
As you begin pushing through, you start seeing light as you pry, or not light in particularly, but like more inside. You have dark vision. Right?
Yeah.
As you begin to see like more on the inside, pushing through rubble, Snip's helping you. Do you know where this is going?
No.
As this child is helping you just pull rubble away. As the rest of the people kind of see what you're doing, also trying to help you, not knowing really what you're doing. You see as another strike hits that person with the bow, as they let out, or as they with a crossbow, as they let out a scream, as they fall to the ground unconscious. Okay. Oh, that's it. Egos still is resisting, pulling himself farther and farther out of the pool of the shadow demons, getting one of his feet onto the concrete, not phased in the ground anymore. The other shadow creature, still burning from the light, is going to take 2 strikes on Orem. As one hits him straight in the mouth, as going across his face. Orem doesn't know what to do. Still trying to claw him, like trying to back away, but also claw at him. Doesn't do anything. Egos can't do anything. Elisha, it's your turn.
Okay. Elijah. Is going to. Let's see why I do this. Let's go 5. I'm gonna go right here. And I am going to use the help action to extend a hand to Egos, to attempt to get him up and out of the shadows. Now,
Okay.
I I'm also going to just read the help action because I would like to. It was on 190. I think.
I believe help is just the advantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's good for him, I guess. You can. Yeah, that's gonna be my turn, but I am still gonna look.
Okay.
Yo, here we go.
People don't know what to do. They begin trying to almost drag her body away from the monster, but they're kind of trapped in a. This person is going to start dragging. You see them grab hold of the person spazzing on the ground right now. But the rest of them don't know what to do. They're kind of backed up in the corner. Dario, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Snips is still out, by the way. She's using her action.
I'll go ahead and keep on going. So we can get some big money here. What's behind door number 1? Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a 20.
Okay, you are able to break through all the rubble as you stumble through into what appears to be. Make a quick perception, just general perception of the first thing you see.
It's an 11.
What appears to be very mossy walls, stone walls, stonework. It's not sewer. It's not shaped like a sewer. It's not
Sewer.
It's not shaped like a sewer. It's not made like a sewer. And you see the ground is even nicely tiled, but it has a lot of moss and almost grass growing out of it.
Interesting.
This you?
No, I'm right here.
Reginald, is that the end of your turn? You want to do anything else? Theria?
Sorry, you said Reginald, didn't you? Yeah, well, as I'm going out, I'll say to those who are not particularly to y'all, since y'all are attacking the guy, but to those of the townspeople who are still there, to this way, to kind of get out of the way.
Reginald, it's your turn.
Where is the creature grabbing? Egos.
Right now, it's like around the mouth neck. It's got a big hand. It's not like my sort of hand.
Yeah.
It's like a huge clawed hand that's going probably around the neck, around the mouth, and then kind of grabbing its shoulder as it's pulling it down.
And Egos still has the purple stuff on? Like the prison purple outfit?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do, seeing
Very
as
Hollow Knighty.
I am missing things all over the place and I cannot save this one person I'm trying to save. I'm gonna reach down, I'm gonna grab hold his shirt, and I'm gonna look the monster in the eye and cast light on the shirt
As soon
of
as you
Egos.
As soon as you grab hold of the shirt, the arcane magic. Is there anything else you wanted to do? I know what to do.
Just that for now.
Okay. As soon as you grab hold of the shirt, the arcane energy, golden energy, leaves your hand into his prisoner purple outfit. As it grows a bright golden light, you see as the arm around his hand and around his shoulder disintegrate immediately as he vaporizes into gold light.
Yes, I get healing from that. Let's go.
Do you get healing if you kill him?
I do. It's just if the target dies
Okay.
while cursed.
Did you take damage?
What?
Did you take
yeah, from the ceiling
from
that
the
fell.
ceiling that fell. As you see
Look at that.
It completely disintegrates immediately as it turns into those golden little dots that you have seen before. This one begins also burning by the close light next to it, but it's not dead yet.
That's big.
Okay.
As soon as he evaporates, Egos magically comes back to the surface and falls down on his face, kind of trying to grab you, reaching out your hand, trying to help him. He does not accept it, and he scurries away.
Did you pull him out?
I didn't.
Hurts. And then I'm going to. What is Orem wearing?
Orem has fur.
I know that, but
Orem's not wearing anything.
okay. I didn't know there was a distinguishing thing that he still had on. If I use my actions, I'm just gonna bonus action healing word. Orem. How do I use this D4 yet?
Happy I looked at this.
Okay.
So I'm just cheated by
That's 6 points of healing. 2.
Your energy leaves your staff or whatever you do, and goes straight into Orem. As it pulsates out of Orem, his scars, or not scars, his cuts begin to scar up. Make an insight check.
Dang it! I used the wrong thing.
What?
I meant to do a different healing option.
It's okay.
That's going to be an 18.
You notice the monster, the shadow creature, reels back as soon as this energy pulsates out of Orem. Is that the end of your turn?
I can't. I can go this way.
Yeah.
5.
You getting right next to the creature.
So his ego's crawling now. You said scurries away. Is that just means like he got up and ran, or like
He was like on his knees as he got out of the ground, and then you kind of put out a hand trying to help him, and he just is trying to scurry to his feet instead.
okay?
Not like scurries, not like he's like kicking.
I didn't know if he was like crawling or.
I'm just imagining him crawling along the ground like on all fours, running away, and his shirt is just glowing.
Swing. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
You all feel as the entire sewer shakes. It is now Snips' turn. Snips is gonna say, "Everybody in here now!" As she begins running, kind of going ahead of you a little bit. She's faster than you. As she's running through.
Little nimble cat lady. That is the point. How old is Snips? 16?
She's a teenager.
Okay.
Teenager kid.
Not freak.
He is going to start running away. Actually,
Okay.
you two have an opportunity to attack.
Nah. All I can do. Scream!
Don't come back to these parts. As he goes back into the shadows, away from the light. You see this person into him as he begins railing up, just like the other one reeled up. Their friend right there is very concerned about what's happening. As they look back, that's not like, as they look back, seeing that, no! So now, Orem's turn. Orem is going to start bolting into there with the rest of it. Snip said, everybody, let's go. So did Therio. Egos begins to also run into scurrying away. Elijah, it's your turn.
I'm also just I'm gonna run, but I'm actually gonna like get as close to Egos as I possibly can as we run out.
Make an insight check.
I'm out of box.
You silly.
You don't notice anything as you continue trying to gain up on Egos. Is that the end of your turn, Elijah?
Yes, my bad.
You see, as she begins lifting up the spazzing body, as she begins to drag him in there, the rest of you, you see also. So as far as she can get, as she's pulling him, or as he's pulling the other dude. Help! Somebody help me! And he begins screaming that. Therio, it's your turn.
Okay.
You just. Where'd you go? Elijah, is this you right here?
Yes.
Seeing lad on the ground, we'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'll try to pick up this guy. Is he still like convulsing on the ground?
Yes. Yeah, it's convulsing a lot. So how much movement did you take?
That was right here. 5, 10. I took 20, I think.
Okay. So your action will be helping her right now.
Yeah.
And so y'all will be able to move with full movement on your next turn to get him through the thing.
Cool.
Reginald, it's your turn. You seen the monster is still there, and now that the lights ran away, it's less reeling back now.
Yeah. What space is he in?
Which one?
This guy. Like, where do I need to get?
He's kind of right there. And this one right here.
Yeah.
5,
We'll put him right there.
20, 30. Okay, so I can move here.
Okay.
And I cast Spare the Dying.
Oh, okay. So
So he's just stable?
So he's make a medicine check. This won't really count towards. This would be like a general overlook.
16.
He's not dead.
Yeah.
Do you still have that light on?
He's not dead before you did Spare the Dying.
Mm-hmm.
You see, he's very much alive. As you go up to him, kind of like holding his pulse before using Spare the Dying on him.
Okay.
You can still use it if you like. I just wanted to make sure that you knew he wasn't.
Okay.
He went unconscious whenever he fell to the ground. As you feel his pulse is still stable and it's rapid, like it's going crazy. As he's still convulsing.
Well, then I'm just gonna reproc light then on my staff.
Okay. You do that. She put light back on your staff, shining throughout the throughout the area.
And then I guess what I'll do is I'll just I use a healing light point
Okay. On what?
on this guy
Okay.
and heal him for 5 hit points.
Okay. As you do that, you see the cuts on his body and the scrapes and the deep cuts begin to heal up, but he's still convulsing on the ground. As you put that energy in him, you see a little bit of steam come off of him, but he's still convulsing. As you start seeing black veins go up his neck. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
It is now Snips' turn. Snips is still running down, still like trying to make sure everybody's come on! as she's trying to get everybody out.
He's back.
As he begins walking towards him. They're gone.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even see
Let's
them
get out.
anymore. They're completely gone. That is the end of the Shadow's turn. Oh, Orem is still running. Egos is still running. Trying to make it through. Elijah, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going to.
Sorry. I forgot to say this. Sorry for interrupting you. At this point, you all feel up. As you three, not you, not where you're in the tunnel, right? You don't see this, but you two see this, and that other person see as the ceiling, rubble and bricks start to fall off. As you feel up, as the entire sewer moves, as you're losing your balance, and as rubble and bricks are falling down. Elisha, sorry.
I'm going to stand at the doorway and hit him with a.
Get in here! You do just that.
Nicely said.
You do just that. That all you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. People are still running, so you were helping them. So you're just gonna move with them. They're able to get through the door. You are mad dogging. You are mad dogging.
Tell my story!
Just flashing your light at him.
It is Theo's turn. Are you still helping them drag the body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to get him as far as
Reginald,
possible.
it is your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Frick you. Yeah.
Okay.
For context, he just turned and looked at the shadow demon and said, "Frick you," and then walked into the.
Actually, as my action,
You retconned?
I'm gonna cast light on one of the pieces of rubble guarding the entrance, and then run in.
Okay.
Is that a cantrip?
That's good.
As you begin running through the entrance, you start seeing the entire bricks and rubble begin falling everywhere. As you're struggling to hold on, you jump through the tiny hole that they made so everybody can get through. And you place one bright brick as it falls down, illuminating the entire area in magical radiance as the entire place shakes as the entrance that you just came through completely closes in rubble.
That was a close one.
Ankle broken. Stuck in wall.
You okay? Is everyone okay?
You still see tiny bits of rubble beginning to fall, but not as bad as it was in the sewer. This place is a little more solid.
Is it just a room? Like, can I do like an investigation
It's
check
a.
to see?
Is it just a room? It's a.
I mean, I'm curious.
It's a.
I know my options, cuz.
It's a hallway. Roll an investigation. Well, you can do an investigation or perception.
It's another prison.
Welcome to the prison of Red.
Hello. Welcome to your child.
No, Eldritch Blast! It's like a Power Rangers villain.
You said investigation?
Yeah.
2 minus 2.
Dust gets in your eye. As rubble falls down a little bit, a brick like slides across your face as it like hits your eyes, and you can't see anything. As you see Elijah,
failure.
Elijah is on his knees like Velma.
Oh no!
You see as these as they're still dragging. There you go. That's very bad timing because there's two convulsing bodies right now. As Therio and the other person, the other woman dragging the dude, or the other dude dragging the, or no, I think it was a woman dragging the dude, the bigger dude, as he's convulsing on the ground, and another girl convulsing, going back and forth. You see as Oram go completely back into his Oram form.
Elijah's just like,
He shifts. Elijah's staring at a wall, still trying to get the dust out of his eye. And you see Snips kind of, no, as she goes over to the bricked entrance, trying to like almost move the rubble a little bit, but it's like almost shut. Like it's a lot more firm than it was before.
It's settled in.
As she's kind of like hitting the bricks a bit. Jeez. As the other
He's still like.
as the other two as the other people are kind of looking at the bodies, trying to calm them down, trying to, what do we do? What do we do? As they're trying to like pin them, as they're convulsing, they're both convulsing.
Reginald, can't you do something?
Elijah's still out on the wall, unable to open his eyes.
Teary-eyed and everything.
I'm just gonna prestidigitation.
Wait. Do that again.
For the viewers at home, Trey was looking at a wall and then slightly turned around.
So anyway, crazy full.
Excitingly turned around this time.
Shakily, exhausted from the battle and from today, let's face it. He kind of just walks over and kind of collapses down at the bigger minifig.
Yeah, the one that you were standing next to.
Yeah, because he was affected first, and as he kind of sits like crisscross as he lays his staff in his lap. Takes a deep breath in, deep breath out, and he's gonna try to do the thing Luxie showed him.
Make a wisdom throw.
I can never roll well when it matters.
As you try to hold on to him, you're unable to control your magic at this moment. As he begins convulsing, as the veins get bigger and bigger over his face.
I'm gonna walk up to Reginald and see him collapsing like that. I'm gonna grab his shoulder. Reginald, look at me. Now is not a time to lose your head. Focus. Do it again.
Yep. Give myself guidance. 19.
As you calm your heart down after the very intense day you've had. Everybody kind of surrounds you except for the other person they're pinning down to the ground. Snips being very interested on Snips being very interested about what's going on after like hitting the bricks. A little bit looks over to you as you grab both hands on his heart. You hear the air almost get still. There's no shaking, there's no rubble anymore. As the energy flows out of your hands into his chest, you see the veins begin to turn golden. As you hold the ball, the shadowy ball in your hand, as the golden veins, as he begins to calm down, as the golden veins turn gray as you hold it.
I'm just gonna focus in and just using the divine energy. Just gonna kind of squish.
And you're able to do just that as roll a wisdom throw. You can't use guidance on this though.
10.
You're able to squish it, and then as you open your hands, it turns into sparkling golden light that dissipates as it falls to the ground. His breathing calms down, and so does his heart rate as he becomes stable, but unconscious still.
Without missing a beat, he'll pop up and go to the other one. Do the same thing.
Roll a wisdom throw. You had guidance.
Yes. 17.
Just like the other one. Pulling it straight out. Holding it in your hand. Do you squish it? Roll
Same.
another wisdom throw. No guidance this time.
Same process. 6.
You're able to. Nothing happens as you squish it down. Coming back up. Golden dust falls. As he becomes stable, but unconscious on the ground. As the veins weren't as deep as the other dudes, but they were around her neck as they completely gray.
Is he kind of already in this seated position? He just kind of leans himself back as he kind of pushes himself up against the nearest wall.
Elijah's gonna try and come beside him and comfort him and make sure he's okay and not like about to pass out or anything. Just kind of like, that was amazing, great job. Like, you're so cool, dude. Are you okay?
He nods his head. Yes. How are the others?
Stable.
They'll live.
Well, at least the ones we have here, anyways.
We can't really speak for the others.
What are the kids?
See Snips kind of turned her face a little bit. They went down the tunnel with the rest of the crowd. They know how to get out.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
And we will find a way out.
Come on. She begins going down the tunnel a little bit. I've actually been here before. She keeps walking down.
Interesting. In what ways?
I'll tell you on the way. She keeps walking. Expecting everybody to follow.
I'm gonna help Reginald stand up. And I'm gonna pull both of them aside, just kind of hit a little one of these. Be like, there's something wrong with egos. Severely.
In what way?
I've tried nothing but to help him. Yet he backs away at the simple utterance of my name. I couldn't possibly know what's wrong. Elijah didn't smile. Trey smiled because that was funny. But
If I was
a lonesome race in the middle of a vast variety of people. That being also one that is hated upon. No offense. I would
Be scared of your kin?
It is strange. Maybe.
But also I can't talk to him about it, so I guess...
He doesn't seem like you. He seems different.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff going on.
He has abilities.
Like magic?
Yes.
That being said, you also aren't the typical Shatter Kai either. So
From what I know, quite. Well, appearance based. Minus the rocky chin.
We're not going to talk about the other one.
What other one?
The other guy, maybe.
I haven't thought about him since we woke up yesterday morning.
Good.
There's been no whispers, nothing.
was he able to pick up his sword without any problem? Well, let's keep it that way.
Yes.
I think it's better that we have the presence of a more optimistic person right now.
Interesting thought. Do you think Calcifer is still alive?
He gets his staff, and he's just gonna kind of start walking.
Was it something I said?
I think so.
You all begin walking. You kind of staying to the back, Elijah. After Ethereal kind of goes up ahead, Reginald going first, catching up with the rest of the crowd, and Ethereal going up ahead. You feeling a sense of rest for a second. You almost step, and then you hear something. Turn back. And that's where we're going to end today's session. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Thank you for being here for this very trauma-induced session, where Ryan failed every single role he did.
Literally.
Ryan did not do good. Did not do good.
It's our only heal bot. Heals everybody.
But yeah, we thank you. We thank you for being here. I know this session's a little longer, but we played for a lot longer. If you want to know more TPK news, make sure to follow us on tpk.dnd or at tpkdnd podcast on Instagram and X. Yes. And make sure to go listen to our music, our Unfortunate Sons theme song. Make sure to check us out next Sunday as well at 7 p.m. And if we don't stream, we'll let you know. We'll let you know if we're ever on a break. So yeah, thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.